Hey guys, we'll get started here very shortly. Hope everybody's doing well. Happy Friday. We'll get started here shortly, guys. All right. Hope everybody had a good week. You ready for a little fun in the break room? Got some fun stuff. Troy, I sent you an email. Check that out when you get a chance. I'm going to go grab my beer, and then I'll be ready to go. The grab bag is up on the website, guys. I do have the grab bag on the website already, so feel free to go check that out. Like I said, I'll be right back. Some beer, and then we'll get started. Get started here shortly, friends. All right, almost ready. Well, All right, guys. I am ready for some fun. You guys are ready to have some fun? What up, guys? Ready to get juicy? All right, let me get some gloves on. Feel free to hit that like button for a little early evening good luck. So let me pull off on the gloves until a minute from now. Got my brewski in hand. Stuff already. Oh, I do have to make one update on the site. I almost forgot that part. Once I make that update, we'll go live on the camera. Everything is set up on the site right now. We should be good to go with that. We are live. Here. All right. All right, guys. I updated the site. We should be good. Rock and roll. We'll go over the grab bag stuff here in a moment. But let's have some fun with this. All right. As always, in the break room, if you buy 5 or more spots, something's going to come your way in the mail. 5 or more spots. Tonight, we're looking at it with 5 or more spots. You are going to be getting a pack of 2024-2025 NBA hoops. So you'll get one of these NBA hoops packs. A little throwback action at 1992 draft picks from Classic. That's football. We're going to do some altered. This is a game 2024 pack. A Donruss 2026 baseball pack, Gravity Love. And some Score Football 2025 Gravity. So 5 or more spots, that's going to come your way. If you bought in to 10 or more spots, I'm going to show you what you got coming your way. You're going to get one of those Jumbo Select Draft Picks 2022 packs. One of the Donruss Gravity 2026 baseball. One of those altered gaming packs from 2024. A 2025 Donruss Gravity football pack. And a 24-25 Monopoly Prism basketball pack. So again, if you bought 5 or more spots, something's coming your way. You get 10 or more, you got a nice little upgrade. All right, guys. We have a fun evening in store for us. Let me go over what is on the site. So here's our schedule right here. We're looking at July 10th. That's tonight. And then we're not going to break until the following Monday. No, not next week, the week after. Next week I travel for work during the week, and then I'm going to Cleveland. I'm going to Chicago. I'm going to take in a Cubs-Twins game next weekend, so after the All-Star break. So that's a look at the schedule, and then we'll be breaking that Friday as well, a normal Friday break. And if you ever buy stuff on eBay, feel free to click the auctions through here. I get it's like a fraction of a penny for every dollar spent. But hey, any money you spend on eBay, if you use these links first to get to your purchase, I will get a small fraction back, and that money actually goes directly into my daughter's 529 college fund. So I don't even have to see it or ever anything. All right, so what spots are out there? We'll go over the spots that are out there before we get into the grab bag. All right, so this is the last. I've been holding on to this one. I've had it. They haven't released a new batting helmet break in a while from Hit Parade, which has been a bummer. I've been in touch with my rep, and I've been holding on to this one just for the right time. I thought tonight would be a good time for that. So we're going to do the last batting helmet that I have in stock. This is one batting helmet and one jersey, so it is a 2-box break. And at this point, we have the Orioles, the White Sox, the Rockies, the Marlins, Twins, Mets, Padres, and that's it, guys. That'll do it. All right, so Orioles, White Sox, Rockies, Marlins, Twins, Mets, and Friars. Then in our mini helmet and 2 jersey break, so it's a 3-box break, we have the Cardinals, the Falcons, the Ravens, the Jaguars, the Chiefs are still out there. And that's it, guys. So those spots are available in our 3-box break, 1 mini helmet, 2 jerseys. Just one spot remains in our divisional break. This is 1 autographed baseball jersey by division. We have the AL Central out there. Still out there is the AL Central. The other football break that we have is also a 3-box break, but this is 1 autograph 16 by 20, 1 mini helmet, and 1 jersey. So this 3-box break will feature a 16 by 20 photo. Here's the Falcons, the Texans, the Saints, the Jets, and the Titans available in that break. And then our very, very popular juice break with like 24 items, and I'll blow it up like this because people like Bill Clinton, George Bush, Jimmy Carter, Dan Marino, Gerald Ford, those guys are going to be juiced, but they're people that would go out to any team in the break. So if you have the Rays, if you have the Yankees, every single team would have a chance at those baseballs. They're juiced by the name of the category, but they're obviously non-athletes, so every team would have a chance at that. All right, so this is a 2 baseball box in 1 bat break. So 3 boxes in that one. This break, we have the Diamondbacks, the Orioles, the Rockies, the Angels, the Marlins, the Mets, the Pirates, the Padres, and the Nationals. So some really good teams out there. And like I said, every single spot has a chance at. If you need to, you can look through all the names. There's 32. I said like 24. It's actually 32. So from Carmen Electra, Chevy Chase, the Sandlot Cast, to all these other players like Giannis, Patrick Ewing, Montana, Elway, Tyreek Hill, Yarmer Yager, a team. We got Mike Tyson, and then those presidents all would count for every team. Every team would get that chance. Then we still have a couple spots left in our kicks break. This is a huge, huge break. There's 1 sneaker, 1 basketball sneaker, 1 autograph basketball, and 1 autograph jersey. So in a 3-box break, and it is a random team. And then we have in our full-size hit parade helmet break, we just have the Cardinals, the Texans, and that's it, guys. Just the Cardinals and Texans, and that's in the full-size helmet and 1 jersey break. Now, what is available in our grab bag? All right, so tonight's grab bag is loaded. That's right. You can see right here, we have Troy Aikman. We have an autograph, so someone's going to get an autographed Troy Aikman jersey. That's right. Someone's going to get an autographed Troy Aikman jersey. And then we had Troy. He had a duplicate of his Dan Hampton, so Troy sent in that. Gave him a couple spots in this break for that donation. So someone's going to actually get this really cool Beckett authenticated Dan Hampton autographed Bears helmet. So someone will get one of those. We have some spots in our baseball break, our football break, and the teams in that are loaded. Teams like the Steelers. Let's see. I saw the Steelers. The big names on this. Obviously, the Packers, the Broncos. And then in the baseball break, the Pirates, get a Paul Skeens potential out of that. We have the Red Sox, the Orioles. So some big names are possible in that. The Marlins are actually a big hit potential. The Marlins hit in this break is, what's his name, from the Ichiro. Ichiro is a Marlins hit in that break. So pretty good stuff. Then we have someone's going to get a Gold Rush value pack. This is going to have 1, typically has 1 auto or slab card in it, and then 2 other cards, but sometimes you get both, sometimes you get, it's just all sorts of cool things, and obviously the headliners are massive. 2 people will be getting an autographed 8x10 photo. Then we have other spots. We have a spot in our 4th and gold full-size helmet break, so someone's going to get a spot in our 4th and gold full-size helmet. That is 4 items. That was from our eBay break. So the Texans are in that. We have the bat break and bat break and 2 baseballs in our TriStar and Gold Rush bat break. We have some of the 16 by 20. So we have it loaded up and even had some spots in the Raz break. So really good stuff. Hopefully you'll enjoy it. That is what is available in our grab bag. Did sell that baseball spot there, so we should be able to do our divisional breaks here in a second. So let me go in. We just plug in whoever bought that spot. Thank you. Plug that in. We'll figure out the other spots here in a little bit, but I'll plug that one in first. Was that David? Nope. I wasn't sure. Or it might be you, David. Higher possibility. Hawks or Greg, maybe? Oh, it was David. It was David. All right, thank you. All right, I'm going to go in. I will refresh this list, and David, your name will be on that. And I'm going to have everybody out there. You're going to give me one NFL division. Go ahead, put that in the chat. One NFL division. Go ahead. Feel free to put that info in the chat. We'll have some fun with that. I'm spitting rounds without trying. All right. So for this, we got to figure out which mini helmet we're going to use. We have box 1 is our placeholder. Let me get my handy dandy gloves on while we do this. What up, everybody? Putting the gloves on. And we have boxes 1, 2, 3, and 5 as our mini helmet possibilities here. So 1, 2, 3, and 5 are the possibilities. Let's go in. 1, 2, 3, and 5. Oh, trying to get these gloves on there for one time. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Box 2, box number 2. All right, guys. Box 2 is coming on right there. Box 2. Box 1, Adviento. We'll actually put out here because we do need a mini helmet later for our 16 by 20 break, so we'll just put that to the side. But last call on the guesses here, we got Chuck with the AFC East. What up, Chuck Wagon? So we got Chuck with the AFC East. We have David with the AFC North, Greg the AFC South, Jeff the AFC West, Chuck the NFC East, Thomas saying, well, I didn't get the NFC East, but I got everything else in the NFC North, South, and West. All right, guys. I'm going to call this here. What up, Michael? The good luck charm. I'm going to start out with a little bit of Fitz and Magic, a little beer juice. Let's pull fire all night. That's what I'm saying. All right, guys. Good luck, everybody. A little beer juice. All right, here we go. Let's pull some fire. Box 2. So that's our seal right there. We're going to give it a little cut, see what we got. We have a Baltimore Raven. Baltimore Raven hit right there. I'm not sure the signature on that. All right, that's the signature. Let's find out who it is. It's Beckett Authenticated, AFC North. That is going to be David. David getting the night started for us, so well done. All right, so Beckett on our authentication. Let me go ahead, check this out. That looks like a 4. I hate how they're always on the side there. 4W, I think it's 1, 2, 3, 6, 5, 1, and 37992. Well, that is definitely not Rudy. I can tell you that much. That is definitely not Rudy Rudiger. Let me make sure I put the right number in. Either way, it's a Raven hit, but Rudy wouldn't sign the Ravens. And that doesn't even look like his signature. Let me do a scan of the QR here. Jonathan Ogden, so I definitely typed it in wrong. Alright, so here's the correct one. 4W000551. I think I put a 6. What did I put? Yep, 651. Alright. 62276. Well, I'll be cow kicked. Let's try this one more time. 4W000551 95393. Third time is the charm. All right, Jonathan Ogden. Congratulations, David. Hall of Fame tackle, one of the greatest tackles in the last of this century. I should word it like that. All right. There you go. You think you have AFC West? It's possible. It wouldn't be the first time I messed that up. I'll take a look, David. Thank you for letting me know. Not Justin Tucker, thankfully. All right, Jonathan Ogden. Mm-hmm. All right, let me put that in. Now, what guesses did we have out there? All right, AFC North for guesses. I'm going to do that, and then I'll make sure. All right, I've got Mr. Hawks with the correct guess. That's the only correct guess I'm seeing. If I missed anybody, let me know, but I think Mr. Hawks is the only correct guess. Where is Oaks, PA? So Oaks, PA is actually really close to Valley Forge. It's about a 15-minute, maybe 10-minute drive, slightly more north than west, but northwest of Valley Forge, King of Prussia, Pennsylvania. One thing I can do is tell you Pennsylvania geography extremely well. All right. David, did you think you had the AFC East as well? I just want to make sure I have that right. AFC West. All right, David, I don't have you with the AFC West. Let me double check. AFC East. Maybe you bought the wrong one by accident. I don't know. But yep, I have you with the East, and I definitely have you with the East. Yeah, I have you with the East, and I have Greg. I just double checked it. No worries. All right, guys. Go ahead, follow the lead of Jeff and Jeff, and give me a division. If you like the one you guessed, that's okay. Put it in there again. If you want to change it up, go for it. For football, this is box 1. We also have box 3. 1 and 3 are going to be our possibilities for this. Well, Dave, if that's what it's called, you're doing all right because I've lost my marbles. 1 and 3. One time, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Box 3. Box 3, let me grab that, swap that out. All right, there's box 3. Replacing box 1. All right, guys, last call on your guesses. David has the AFC East. Raymond, the AFC North. Kelsey, the AFC South. Greg, the AFC West. Daniel, the NFC East. Jeff has the NFC North. Michelle, or Michael. I see Michael in the comments, but I have Michelle as the buyer. As the NFC South. And Zach Attack, the NFC West. All right, friends. No more guesses. Good luck, everyone. A little beer juice all over that. Box three. Box three. There's our seal. Just give it a rip. See what we got. Pop it up so we don't go all Tom Brady on this football. We have from the Chicago Bears. Oh, I know that signature. Running back DeAndre Swift. DeAndre Swift on the hit right there for the Bears on a JSA authenticated football. There's your signature, DeAndre Swift. NFC North for the Bears. And that's going out to Mr. Hawks. So he comes back from time to time. Michael Motorcycle, he'll be back from time to time. There's life happens. He will be back. He has been breaking with me off and on for 4 or 5 years. So Michael Motorcycle, he'll be back. Um, I know typically it's football season when he comes back. All right, so DeAndre Swift, part of the two-headed monster they have in Chicago. Which I'm not sure before the playoffs I would have called it a monster, but in the playoffs, they had their moments. And leading up to the playoffs, I guess, towards the end of the season, too. All right, guys. NFC North. So we've got the North on both sides with hits. Daniel with the correct guess. I've got Troy with the correct guess. I've got Jeff Sanhofer with the correct guess. Jeff, you guessed it so you liked it so much you guessed it twice. No, I don't like to give someone a nickname and then give a different Mike the nickname. So Michael Motorcycle, he will be back. You'll hear me. It's typically he's in here during football season. It's just part of their and his whole family will join. It's like a whole family there. Well, I'm down with that, Troy. I am down with that. I don't think it's happening, but I'm down. Yeah, no worries, Jose. All right, guys, go ahead. Give me a baseball division. One baseball division. We got to figure out our jersey. I've got box one as a placeholder right there. Well, I gotta move this. Give me a second. I'm not using that tonight. I had a basketball that was RSA out there, but we're doing the other break, so not that one. All right, I have box one on the table. We also have 2, 4, and 5 for baseball here. 1, 2, 4, and 5. 1, 2, 4, 5, 1. 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. All right, box 4. Here she goes. Here she goes again. I have a fun weekend ahead of me. We're going to a beer and wine festival. I'm not a wine drinker. There's nothing against it, just never through the palate. Like I'll drink it a little bit of the sweet white wines on a rare occasion, or like champagne and stuff like that. But definitely like my beer. One of that tomorrow, and then Sunday we're going to the Pirates game. Looking forward to that. My wife, my sister-in-law, my mother-in-law, and game starts at 12:30 because they have a country concert afterward. So, oops, I don't know. We already picked the jersey. So looking forward to that. They all like country. So Jordan Davis, free country concert after the game. So you beat that if you like it. All right, so we got Raymond with the AL East, David the AL Central, Ivan the AL West, Chuck. What up, Chuck? So we got the Chuck Wagon with the NL East, Rick's got the NL Central, and the Zack Attack in the NL West. All right, guys, no more guesses. Well, before the rain out tonight. By the way, we've had an insane amount of rain in Pittsburgh. It's either been 100 degrees or raining every day this week, or both. They had a rain out. So before the rain out, it was supposed to be Skeens versus Mizorowski for the game we're going to, which is just an unbelievable matchup. You can't beat that matchup. Now that they had the rain out today, and they're not going to make up that game until later in the year, I don't think. Not sure uh, how that's going to go. All right, guys. Box 4 right here. Good luck, everybody. Wow, that's old school. Wow. Okay, former closer for the Montreal Expos. This will be an NL East. How about a little John Wetland? John Wetland on an Expos jersey. That's awesome. We haven't pulled that. John Wetland, Montreal Expos, NL East. Chuck Wagon. Obviously goes to the Nationals, and there we go. My former employer right there, the Washington Nationals. John Wetland, Chuck Wagon getting the hit. JSA on your authentication. Nice hit, Chuck. If you don't remember his time with the Expos, you probably would remember he was the closer for the Yankees, and Mariano Rivera was the setup man for the Yankees. That's how long ago that was. Rivera was the setup man. Pretty darn good there. The baseball draft starts tomorrow. I'm excited about that. The Pirates are rumored to be making a potential trade for a reliever or two with their round A compensation pick. All right, guys. I have AL East or NL East for the guesses here, guys. NL East. Daniel, two correct guesses. Daniel, good job on the guessing. George, I knew that one. George with the NL East. Charlene, the NL East. I feel like Charlene's an NL East guesser as well. George, I know. Jeff S. and Thomas, both NL East. A lot of NL East guessing. Chuck Wagon got the hit and the guess. All right, those are the names that I'm seeing, including the Steelers winning the Super Bowl over the Bears. So I have Daniel, George, Charlene, Thomas, Jeff, and Chuck Wagon. All right, guys. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to put 2 boxes out there. 2 boxes. And we are going to have 3 boxes out there. I apologize. 3 boxes out there. And we're going to have 2 hits and 1 whammy. 2 hits and 1 whammy. All right. So 2 hits, 1 whammy going out there. All right. We'll put a hobby back in. All right. There we go. You know what? I'll be honest with you, Jose. I don't know enough about this class. I used to know way more. I know a decent bit about the top 3 guys. There's 3 really good players in this draft. And there's talk that one of the top 3 teams may select a player to save money to spread their wealth around with their slot money, which would give the 4th team. I'm not forgetting who the 4th team is, but the Pirates are the 5th pick, which is there's not believed to be 2 teams that will drop one of the top 3. So, but a good recommendation, a guy like Keith Law or McDaniel from ESPN. So Keith Law I don't even know where he's at now. He might be with the Ringer. I'm not sure anymore. But him, Mayo from MLB.com, and McDaniel from ESPN. Those guys would be great reads to figure out who you think uh, when your team makes a draft pick, how well they did. Those three would be my top recommendations. All right, top two names going to pick a box. Here we go. Chuckwagon and Troy. All right, Chuckwagon and Troy. You each are going to get to pick a box here. Congrats, guys. Chuckwagon and Troy. Baseball desperately needs a salary cap, but you know what's funny? The only owner that doesn't want this, that's of the small market, is the Pirates owner. Bob Nunning does not want this. He will sell the Pirates if they make there be a floor, because his budget is so much lower than the floor. He wants to make all that money from the shared revenue. I truly believe he would sell the team, which I'd be like, oh my god, yes, please do this. They need the salary cap. They need the floor. It's gonna be. I'm not sure we're gonna have a season next year if you want me to be sold. All right. You had two guesses right. I don't know, Jeff. Jeff, you want a box? You can have whatever box is left there. We'll give it to Mr. Hawks. How about that? I don't know. I probably messed up. I ain't the brightest crayon in the tool shed. I don't mind. You can have the one that's left over. All right, so we got silver and gold. All right, so the one that Hawks is getting, because I'm a dummy with a I'm a funny looking dummy, and this is gonna be Hawks's. Jeff, you are gonna get a pack of Bowman U. So Hawks is gonna get a pack of Bowman U. Why not? Bowman U Chrome. All right, Hawk U got what no one else wanted. Xavier Valade. How about a refractor here of Caleb Williams refractor rookie? There you go. Pre-rookie, essentially pre-rookie. How about that auto we pulled the other day? Caleb Williams Bowman U refractor. Luke Altmaier rookie right there. And a Tyler Buckner. Look at this. Caleb Williams refractor rookie. Real nice. All right. A little love for you. Oh, you got one anyway. No worries. I don't mind. Silver. All right, silver. I'm not trying to pull one over on anybody. That's what I'm getting at. All right, silver. This was uh silver. This is Troy. Troy, you've got a hobby pack of Golden Age. All right, this is one of my all-time favorite products. We're gonna see what you got here, Troy. All right, Rita Hayworth right there. Look at little Rita Hayworth. Ooh, charismatic Kennedy overshadows Mr. Nixon. Extra, extra. Read all about it. Headlines. Ooh, a small, slippy Bill. That's really sleepy. Probably sleepy. It's really Bill Burns. Oh, sleepy Bill Burns. There's Mickey Rivers. Susan Olsen. And the Dead Sea Scrolls. What a product. What a product to learn a little bit about the Dead Sea Scrolls on the back. No autos, which is just a fun product to see some of the cool random autos we can pull too. But fun product, Troy. Those will be coming your way. All right, Chuckwagon. I hate to say this. I hate to be the bearer of bad news because this is a whammy. There is no Funko in there. It is a true whammy. A true awesome whammy. Whammy. Because Chuckwagon, you got the world's smallest beer pong. All right, look at that. World's smallest beer pong set. There we go. Chuckwagon. Thought that'd be a fun one. A fun world's smallest beer pong. You guys are welcome. All right. Let me go in and look at one thing real quick on my end. Appreciate the patience and the patronage. All right. We were talking a moment ago about the grab bag. There's some of the other spots that are out there. We are sold out of that spot. Sold out of the basketball now. Thank you guys. But I'll show you the Aikman and the Caleb Williams here in a moment. All right. So Caleb Williams. I wish the Dan Hampton. But here's the Dan Hampton mini helmet. Beckett authenticated. I'm using that one right there. That guy will be coming someone's way. And then here is the big Troy Aikman Cowboy jersey right there. That gives you a look at the signature right there. Beckett authenticated on your Aikman. But yeah, someone is guaranteed to get that. Someone is guaranteed to get the Hampton. All those other spots, the autograph photos, so really good stuff in there. So feel free to check that out. All right, guys. I want to go in. Let me see something on my end here. All right, just like that. Let's see what the best break to do right now will be. No, can't do that. Not that. Yeah. All right. Give me 1 second. I want to get caught up on the orders that have come in. I'm going to do the orders that have come in. We're going to do the basketball break. Don't worry if you don't see your name. Go ahead. We're going to do the basketball break next. Go ahead. Give me two NBA teams. Two NBA teams. If the team you give me comes out of any of the three boxes we end up using, you're going to get a chance here at a box of mystery. All right, so two NBA teams. Everybody go ahead, put that in their guess. Grab a basketball jersey. Two. All right. So I have that out there. I'm going to go ahead and just fill. So while you guys are doing that, please do bear with me. I'm going to go ahead and fill some of these spots in that came in, that have just come in since we got the evening started. Kirk, I believe it put Kirk's in. All right. Start with Chuck, Troy, David, Christian, Charlene. I think I have Matt and Mike's in here, but I'm going to double check. All right. Now you want to double check Kirk's. Kirk had the Seahawks. I have that. And Kirk had Packers and Niners. All right, I got those. All right. Let me make sure. One, I've got one in there. One with the Dolphins. Yep. One with the Dolphins. Do I have that? Why do I not? Yes, I did. Okay. Mike Widows. Mike, I am putting you in. You have the Packers and the Brownies. You're going to have the Texans and the Bengals. Mike, thank you. Matt P has the Carolina Panthers. Charlene. That's a couple of spots in our basketball break. Did you guys see? Christian's got the Green Bay Packers. Pack attack. David got a couple in the grab bag. David. We've got Troy with the grab bag. Chuck Wagon with a couple in the grab bag. All right, let me put a couple more names on here. George, there's Chuck again. Charlene, David, Mr. Hawks, Greg, David again, and Daniel. I'm gonna take a moment. So, like I said, give it about another 68 seconds. I just want to get caught up on some of these orders, and then it'll also get me to the point where we have all these basketball spots filled in. I got David in there. Daniel, 3 spots. David had the AL Central. We put that in. Greg had 4 grab bags. Mr. Hawks had a 3 grab bagger. And the Saints, Bobby marks it down. David has a basketball spot. Charlene has a couple grab bags and a basketball. Chuckwagon has 3 of the baseball spots. The Marlins, the Mets, and the Diamondbacks. I gotta tell you about the Pirates. What a weird fate they have right now. They have the most 500 team you could ever have, 50-50 squad of all time. Remind me to bring that story up later. Talk about the Pirates and how they're extremely 500. All right, James, I've got you. James, aka Mike, got you in the grab bag. Paul's got some spots here. Paul's got 2 in our grab bag. He's got the Ravens and the Chiefs. Got a basketball spot. Got the Texans and the Jets. Yeah, basketball. Yep. Ivan. Okay, so who the heck am I missing from basketball? All right, give me a basketball. Got 2 for the Ivan with the grab bag. I got to figure out who I'm missing in the basketball. So that's going to take me 1 moment. I'm missing 2 spots in the basketball. So I just double check on my end who I didn't fill in. But you're giving me 2 NBA teams if you haven't already. 2 NBA teams. All right, that's 1. There's 2. That's a perfect fit. Candace. 1. George. 1 with James. 2 with Zach. 1 with Ivan. 1 with Matt. 2 with George. 1 Chad. 1 Chad. 1 Miguel. 4 Howard. 2 Raymond. Here's where I'm going to miss it. All right, who did I miss? These 2. Or was it the first order that came in? Did I mark it as filled as a Daniel? Did I not put Daniel in here with basketball? That's who we didn't. Very first person to get a spot. All right. We figured it out. All right, guys. You guys have given me 2 teams. Don't worry. Don't see your name. I'll show you how this is done. We're going to figure out we know we're using this sneaker. This is sneaker number 85. We don't know what jersey or basketball. Basketball 1 is on the table. Jersey 2 is on the table. Let's figure out the jersey. It's either going to be 2 or 3. 2 or 3 for our jersey. All right, so 2 or 3, 7 times. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Box 3, let's go ahead and grab that real quick. Box 3 is coming on. 2's coming off. All right, basketball 1 is on the table. We also have 2 and 4. 1, 2, and 4 are going to be the odds here. 1, 2, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Box 1. So we're going to stay with what's out there. This guy is box number 1. All right. We're going to figure out what team everybody's going to have. All right. If this was the seventh time, it actually wasn't Daniel or Matt at the top. It's actually Daniel, and I'll show you that order here in a second. So if this was the seventh time, Paul would have had the Wizards, and it's Daniel up here. Daniel would have the Hawks. Here are all the spots. We're going to do this 7 times. Top name gets the Hawks, bottom name the Wizards, and we'll fill it in between. There's 3, 4, 5, there's 6. One more makes it 7 times. David's going to have the Hawks. Zach's going to have the Wizards. We're going to copy that. Go in. I'll hit paste here in a second. Hit refresh. And this is going to be our new current order. David has the Hawks. Raymond with the Celtics. Matt with the Nets. Zach has the Hornets. Miguel with the Bulls. George has the Cavs. Ivan has the Mavs. Matt has the Nuggets. Jeff with the Pistons. Craig has the Warriors. Howard's got the Rockets. Candace with the Pacers. James has the Clip Show. George has the Lake Show. Chad's got the Grizz. Howard's got the Heat. Paul's got the Bucks. Raymond's got the T-Wolves. Candace has the Pels. George with the Knickerbockers. Howard has the Thunder from down under. Charlene's going on a hot streak with the Magic, the Sixers, and the Suns. Candace has the Blazers. Daniel with the Kings and the Spurs. Don't trade it, Daniel. Do not trade the Spurs this time. Howard's got the Raptors. George with the Jazz. And Zach Attack has nobody beats the Wiz. Anybody want to make a trade? I'm going to call no more guesses. Trade offers welcomed. All right, I'll give 5 seconds. Anybody was thinking about a trade, go ahead and put it in there. Otherwise, grab a spot. Sorry, Daniel. Killing me, Smalls. All right, guys, no more guesses. No more trades. We're going to get right into it. Let's use our basketball on wheels. All right. Look at this. This guy right here. Basketball on wheels. All right, we'll put these guys to the side for now. It's magic. You can just chill. All right, box 3. Sealed up. There's our seal. We're going to cut into that in a moment. Again, box number tray. There goes my box cutter. We have a Phoenix Sun hit here. How about a little Amari Stoudemire from the Phoenix Suns? Amari Stoudemire on the hit. His career with the Suns was spectacular at times. When he went to the Knicks, he was still good, but he wasn't as good. He got hurt more. Special player when he was with the Suns, though. All right. Amari Stoudemire. Congrats, Shirlene. Shirlene, back in the basketball love here. All right, box one. Here we go. Looking for some fun. Sealed up all the way around. There's our front. There's our back. Where's our basketball hack? Here it is. Oh, there goes that. Good luck. Luckily, I have another. All right, box 1. That's the number 1. We have a full-size basketball in here. Full-size basketball that wants to undo itself. Oh, R.I.P. right here. R.I.P. R.I.P. David, you're going to like this. Or is it Denver? This is either Denver or Atlanta. First, I was thinking Atlanta, but it could be a Denver hit. It's going to be based on games played. And we'll look. How about Dikembe Mutombo? They're gonna knock the ball out of the air. Dikembe Mutombo. Beckett authenticated. Dikembe Mutombo. Alright. Dikembe Mutombo. Here he is. Games played. It is Denver. Wow. Alright. I knew it was going to be either Denver or Atlanta. That's it. It is a Denver Nugget hit. Sorry, Atlanta. It was close. So Denver is Matt. Matt, sorry, David. I knew it was going to be close. All right, Matt, congratulations. Dikembe Mutombo. No soup for you. All right, let me wrap this back up for you here. All right. I don't know what he actually said when he waved it. Get out of my house. I don't know. I also liked. Remember the commercial he did? Was it Geico? I think it was a Geico commercial. All right, guys, here we go. Let's pull a heady. Let's pull a headliner. Let's go right here. This is box 85. 85. Good luck, everybody. Normally this slides right out, but that's a tough squeeze, so we're just going to go in and cut it like that. This is sealed all the way around. That's the top. Here's your bottom. Paper. Here is our sneaker. More paper. And just a little authentication info. All right, guys, here we go. Our sneaker. Ooh, we're going old school here. We are going old school. Who do we have? All right. Now, this is going to be based on games played because he is no longer a head coach. He is no longer a head coach. So, this is based on games played. We have Adidas authenticated basketball sneaker, Jason Kidd. Jason Kidd. So, guys, that's going to be based on games played. One exception is if they're a head coach, but no longer a head coach for the Dallas Mavericks. So, see, I didn't remember. I thought he said something like that, but I really don't know. All right, here we go. J Kidd. Games played. Look at this. By 6 games. 6 games more with the Nets than with Dallas. 6 games more. So the Nets on the hit here, guys. The Nets are going to get us Brooklyn. That is Matt. Matt, back-to-back hits. Matt coming, just squeaking out back-to-back hits there with Dikembe Mutombo and Jason Kidd. Two 90s icons of the NBA right there. Kidd and Mutombo. Congratulations, Ivan. Ivan, I said Ivan. Oh, my God. Congratulations, Matt. Sorry, Ivan, is what I was trying to say. Sorry, Ivan. I did not mean to say that. Yeah, sorry, Ivan. I was trying to say that stinks. Very close. All right, guys. For our guesses here, we are looking at the Nets, the Nuggets, and the Suns. Nets, Nuggets, and Suns. Daniel, your Sixers trade was unbelievable. Nets, Nuggets, Suns. They traded a sunk contract. Nets, Nuggets, Suns. All right. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't see a single person. Um, Sorry, David. Yeah, how you do? I don't see a single person with that correct guess here. Am I seeing that incorrectly? Somebody let me know if I saw that incorrectly. But that's okay. That's all right. Because someone is going to get their choice. Let's back here. Jeff had it right. I got Sun. All right, Jeff. You know what? Jeff, here's the deal. Your choice. We'll do it this way. I won't even worry with whammies. Do you want a Prism pack or do you want a Topps Chrome pack? They're both 2024 25s. This is a retail Prism. This is a Mega Chrome. Jeff, your choice. Topps Chrome it is. No bottom Chrome. They go on top. All right, Jeff. Let's see what we got for you here. 24 25. All right, a little LaMelo Ball. Now he's with Minnesota. Marcus Smart. A refractor of Kobe. Buffkin. Joel Embiid. Oh, he just got hurt looking at that. Alperen Sagan, one of the more underrated players in the NBA. And there's Chris Livingston. Chris Livingston. So there's a Joel Embiid and Kobe Buffkin on the refractor. All right, Jeff. Those cards coming your way. All right, what was my Pirates story? All right, so how about this? The Pirates right now, they're in the history of the Major League Baseball's entire history, games played. The Pirates have the same amount of wins as they do losses. You know, they've been around since the 1800s. So whatever the amount is, 1,000 some games won, it's the exact same amount of losses. This year, they have the same amount of wins as they do losses. They have the same amount of home wins as they do losses. They have the same amount of road wins as they do losses. They are the most 500 team you can think of. Can you get more 500 than that? That's my Pirate story. And I'm sticking to it. All right, let me see the couple words that came in here in the last few minutes. Mike and Cody. What up, Cody? Back in the action with us here, Cody. Did I put Ivan in? I think I did. Yeah, Ivan's in. All right, Cody got the Arizona Cardinals. We've got Mike. Mike? With the Orioles and the Mets. Orioles and Mets. All right. All right, so here's the deal. Break schedule. Not breaking again until the 20th. Spots are still available on the site. Batting helmets. One batting helmet. It's the only one I have left. Last one you're not going to see. Hit Parade has told me they don't have one scheduled. That was a month ago. Maybe they scheduled one in the last month, but that's a month ago. They didn't have anything scheduled for a batting helmet. So if you do want to get a batting helmet break, full size is a full size authentic batting helmet. Um, we're talking White Sox, Rockies, Marlins, Twins, and Padres. The only spots available. One helmet, one jersey. The 3-box break. This is a full of the mini helmet and 2 jerseys. We have the Falcons and the Jaguars. That's it. Just Falcons and Jags at this point. Sold out of the division. The 16 by 20 break. A little San Diego Padre color there, it looks like on that. We got the Falcons and the Titans. Everything else out of here. Falcons and Titans. Juice break. Loaded break. We have the Orioles, the Rockies, the Pirates, the Padres, and the Nationals. Everything else sold out in that break. And then last but not least, our full-size helmet break. Full-size helmet. We just have the Cardinals, the Texans. Cardinals and Texans. Everything else sold out. Now, this is our grab bag. I loaded it up. Someone is automatically, so there are a total of 48 spots in this break. So I'm telling you right now, 48 spots in the grab bag. They're all listed here. Someone is getting a Troy Aikman autographed jersey out of that. Someone is going to get an autographed Dan Hampton autographed mini helmet. Someone's going to get a Hobby Gold Rush value pack. It's going to have 3 cards. Insane huge potential. These are some of the ones that could come out of there. It's typically either one auto or one slab card in there. 2 people are going to get autographed 8x10 photos, multi-sport. Here are some of the possibilities. Then we have the spots in the single jersey breaks, the full-size helmet break. So all sorts of different spots that we're filling in as well for tonight. So that is our grab bag. So hopefully you guys enjoy that. That's what's available still tonight, guys. All right, let's do our Funko. Go ahead in the chat. Give me one letter from the alphabet. One letter from the alphabet. We have to figure out, we're going to do a new case. We're going to do a brand new case for the Funko. So here's the case. Brand new. All right. We'll do it like this. This will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this will be 1, that'll be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're going to go in. Use random.org. This will figure out which Funko we're going to use. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. It'll be the top left. Top left. That'll be the Funko we use. So it'll be this guy. Right there. All right. Jersey. Let's figure that out. We're going backwards in the way we'll order. Open them too. Jersey. We only have 2 left. 1 and 2. 1 is on the table. 2 in the corner of the den. 1 and 2. Last 2 remaining. 1 time. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times. Box 2. Box 2 for the jersey. Alright, so it'll be this guy, this Hall of Famer. 1 is coming off. Alright, photo time. It'll be a photo finish here. We have every number but the number 5. Every number but the number 5 in our box. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Number 1, we're going to use the one that's on the top. This guy right here, number 1. I'm just going to cross that off our cheat sheet. Leave that back out there. All right, now we got to figure out what letter of the alphabet everybody's going to have. If you like the breaks, feel free to hit that like button in the whatever that stuff's called. YouTuber. All right, this was the 7th time. Dana would have A. George would have Z. Let's have some fun. See where we be. There's 4, 5. There's 6. One more makes it 7 times. Zach attack with the letter A and the letter Z. Zach has got A and Z. All right. Good. All right. Let's hit refresh. In our break, we've got Zach with A. George has B. Raymond's got C. Chuck looking to have the letter D. George E. Chuck F. Zach G. George H. Ivan's got I. That works out. Ivan with I. George has JK and L. Chuck Wagon with the letter M. George has NOP. QR. Daniel's got ST. George has UV. WX. Y. And Zach's got the Sleepy Z. All right, guys. No more guesses. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's use my Mike Trout Mini Funko. That's a good luck charm. Box 1, sealed up from top to bottom. We have Pittsburgh Steeler outside linebacker Jason Gilden, Colorado State's finest. Jason Gilden right there. All right, Zach Attack. There you go. Jason Gilden, first hit of the night here for Zach. Said Zach. Gilden is a Beckett authenticated. Zach. All right. Let's go box 2. Box 2 secondary seals that way. It's all the way around. Looking delightful. And we're going to give that a cut right there. If we can sell the, I don't know if we have yet, but if we sell the full-size spots, HP full-size spots, we'll do that break next. So that's the one that's on the site, the 2 spots in the HP full-size. All right. The number 30, Orlando Cepeda. Orlando Cepeda, the letter C, Giants Hall of Famer, Orlando Cepeda. Cepeda they come, Cepeda they go. All right, Orlando Cepeda, Beckett authenticated, going out to Raymond. Raymond, Hall of Famer on the Giants. Orlando Cepeda. Nice picture right there. All right, guys. It's Funkalicious. All right, guys. There we go. Good luck, everybody. Let's do our Funko. Here's our seal right there. Give it a cut. Oh, we have a sports player right here. We have a sports player from the Toronto Blue Jays, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Zach, a double hit with the letter G. Gilden and Guerrero. Double hit with the letter G. Going out to Zach Attack. JSA authenticated. Congrats, Zach. Vlad Jr. All right, Zach. All right, so for guesses, only CG, no I. Just C and G for the guesses. All right, Kyle Style with the letter C as a guess. Nice guess, Kyle. Kyle, the only correct guess out there. All right, Kyle, you know what? I'm going to straight straight cheese yet. Here. All right, Kyle. Let's do. I feel like you're a football guy, Kyle, so I'll try to do football only for you. Football only for you here. Well, no, 2 football, 1 basketball. It's 2 football, 1 basketball. I did no whammies for you here, Kyle. No whammies for you. All right, Kyle. Your choice. Silver, Gingy, or the shark. Kyle style. Shark attack. Da-da. Da-da. All right, passed up on Gingy, or Gingy. Gingy had a, I can open it, Turn Back the Clock 2007 Topps football pack. Passed up on Silver. Silver had a Bowman U Chrome pack for football. So you're actually going to get the basketball pack. All right, basketball. Dun, dun, dun. How about some Prism basketball? Let's go, Kyle. Kyle freestyle. Let's go. A little Deron Holmes right there, Deron Holmes. Alex Caruso. What a defensive player. 3-and-D guy. There is a Jared McCann rookie. Jared McCann, former Sixer at this point. And CJ McCollum. Still balls it when he got the chance. CJ McCollum. All right, Kyle, style, freestyle. All you. As always, you're welcome. All right, let me see. The spots that came and went. All right, Jose. Got the White Sox. And a grab bag. And then David bought the Titans and a grab bag. Let me see something here on my end. All right. Yeah. Let me double check on my end, see if I had that right. Perfect. All right. Real quick. Gonna head on over. The next break I want to do, we're gonna do this full size right here. Next break. We have the Cardinals and the Texans, guys. Cardinals and Texans in the full size. Anybody that buys either of those spots, someone's going. Each person that buys one of those spots, we will do. One person is going to get a. Here's what we'll do. So whoever buys those spots, one person is going to get a Prestige pack, and one person is going to get a Topps 2007 Turn Back the Clock pack. All right. So it'll be the break you see right there. The only 2 spots that are remaining were the Texans and the Cardinals. Texans and Cardinals turn back the clock. So someone's going to get one of these. It's a 2007. And someone's going to get a Prestige pack. We'll put both these spots into random.org. That's the break we're going to do next. So I'm going to get that spot ready. You guys buy those spots. Someone's going to get a really nice Turn Back the Clocks pack. Someone's going to get a Prestige pack. Someone buys both, then we're all happy campers. Mike's got a couple in the grab bag. But that's the break we're going to do now. I want everybody to go into the chat. I want you to give me two NFL teams. Let's figure out the helmet. Let's figure out the jersey. Actually, jerseys aren't numbered, so there are 7 in there. So the top one's number 1. 7's going to be the one on the bottom. We're just going to use this system to figure it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Second one. So we're going to use the second jersey in. All right, so clearly this is 1. This will be the second one right there. We'll just stick it back here for now. All right, helmet. 43 is on the table. We also have 79. 43 and 79. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. 43. So we're going to stick with the box that's out there. 43. All right, guys. I saw a spot. Someone bought the Texans. All right, Greg. Greg has the Houston Texans. That is going to leave us with Arizona. All right. So, Greg, you're going to get one of those 2 packs right there. Thank you, Greg. Arizona is the one to go. There's actually quite a few Cardinals in this break possibility. So, do you need to sell that Cardinal spot? One of you. No matter what, you're going to get the spot, but then you also get a chance to either the Turn Back the Clock Topps 2007 pack or the Prestige 2024 pack. I'll grab a new brewski. All right. Arizona Cardinals coming your way. You buy the spot, you get in the break, and you get a giveaway. Immediate giveaway. An immediate giveaway coming your way. All you can do is buy that Cardinal spot, immediate giveaway coming your way. All right, I think someone might have bought it. All right. Let's see who that was. Mike. Mike from Canada. All right, Mike. Mike is going to get this spot. Mike from Canada. I know he's not typically a card guy, but that's okay. We're going to see how this goes down. Prestige and football turn back the clock. Mike. And Greg. All right. Top name's going to get the turn back the clock. Second name's going to get the prestige pack. There's 2, there's 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Mike is going to get the turn back the clock, and Greg is going to get the prestige pack. All right, guys. That's the way this is going to roll out. Let me go ahead and hit refresh on our list here. And then Greg and Mike, let's see what packs you guys are getting. All right, Greg, you're going to get the Prestige pack. Mike, the Turn Back the Clock. All right, Greg, here's your pack. Prestige 2024. Gravity Love. All right, Kid Reporter. You have Jared Goff. There's Xavier McKinney right there. Xavier McKinney. Brian Burns. Daniel Jones. This is the New York Giants pack right here. And you have a Dolphin rookie, Jalen Wright. Jalen Wright is your rookie right there. Dolphin and Tennessee Volunteer. All right, Greg, those cards coming your way. A little bonus there. All right, Mike. This is your pack. This is a 2007 Turn Back the Clock pack. One out to Mike. Mike. Oh, you got a Brady Quinn rookie. Brady Quinn rookie right there. Oh my gosh. First overall pick, Jamarcus Russell. There you go. Oh. Okay, now your next one is an insane rookie. How about a Calvin Megatron Johnson rookie right there? Megatron rookie. Boom. Adrian Peterson rookie. And a Marshawn Lynch rookie. All right, so we started out with a couple duds. And then check out these three rookie cards. Calvin Johnson, Adrian Peterson, and Marshawn Lynch. That's monstrous right there. All rookie cards right here. 2007 Topps. This is Topps Turn Back the Clock. Calvin Johnson, Adrian Peterson, and Marshawn Lynch. Rookies. Yes, Marshawn Lynch in his Bills uniform. Boom. All right, Mike Coulter. All right. Give me, did I say two teams? Well, whether I said it or not, two teams, give me two teams. Great pack. Those are all rookies right there. I am a bear. Jag Bears. So I got to show this. On my end, it says Jeff, it says you got Jag Bears, but if I go like this, the untranslated version says I am a bear. And I was like, okay. That just threw me for a loop for a minute. I am bear. Can they roll? All right, guys. I'm going to call no more guesses here in a second. We've got Mike with the Cardinals. Jeffrey has the Falcons. Jeff H with the Ravens. Mike has the Buffalo Bills. Dave with the Carolina Panthers. Jeff has the Bears. We've got George with the Bungles. Mike with the Browns. Tyler's got the Cowboys. George with the Broncos. Dave with the Lions. Mike has the Pack Attack. George has the Texans. Greg bought the Texans here. Thank you again, Greg. George has the Colts. Jeff has the Jags. Brandon with the Chiefs. Case has the Raiders. David with the Chargers. Sarah playing and tall, but this time shooting for the Rams. Scott do a hit with the Dolphins. Sarah with the Vikes. Kirk has the Pats. David with the Saints. Raymond's got the G-Men. David's got the Jets. Dan's got his Fly Eagle Fly. Case with the Steelers. Zach Attack with the Niners. Ivan's got the Seahawks. Jose with the Bucks. David with the Titans. And Jeff sitting on the commode. Yeah, Jeff, that's a good question. Thomas, how is your mom? Prayers up. All right, guys. Good luck. We'll call no more guesses. Let's go. Very first good luck try my daughter ever made 8 years ago. Here we go. Let's go. Boom. Here we go. Oh, yeah. All right. Gonna give it a cut across the top. See what we got. Whoa. Don't call me Pat. This is Jim Everett. Do not call me Pat. Jim Everett there. Los Angeles Rams. We've got the Rams. Sarah right there, plain and tall. All right, Beckett authenticated on the Jim Everett hit. On the Jimmy Everett. Don't call me Pat. Don't call me Chris. Oh, that's right. I said Pat. I knew. Chris. I knew it wasn't right. I knew it was right. Tennis player, Dave. Tennis player. Jose, I'm not as bright as I think I am. Yeah, you guys all know it. I'm just not smart. All right, Sarah, congrats. Nice quarterback there. All right, guys, box 43. I don't know if Troy Polamalu is even a possibility, but we got a Troy Polamalu number. Here we go. Quarterback, quarterback, quarterback. Oh, yes. Bing. All right, box 43. I will point out, when they sent this to me, it is partially torn right here. Obviously, it's not a huge deal because there's like a whole bunch of other coding here, but I'm always about being transparent. So it is partially torn there, but there's a whole other seal in here. So tonight, for whatever reason, they don't want to slide out. Maybe the humidity is causing my gloves to stick. I don't know. Here we go. There's our secondary seal that I was mentioning. Sure did. Got a headache. You hit my head on that so much. All right, here we go, guys. Good luck, everyone. There's the helmet. Nothing else in there. Just a little card and the name of the player. Ooh, ooh, all right. We have a former top draft pick. I'll tell you right now, a former top draft pick from Penn State. Will it be a college helmet or will it be a pro helmet? That's the question. College or pros? It's pros. It's pros. From. Oh, look at this helmet. Look at that helmet from the New York Football Giants. That's sick. Abdul Carter. Oh, that's a sick looking helmet right there, guys. What a beautiful helmet. Raymond having a night. Raymond, congratulations. Abdul Carter on the throwback Giants helmet right there. There is so much sparkle. Raymond, when you have this in your house, this has sparkle like you have no idea. I don't even know how she got hurt. She got hurt at a movie theater, I guess. That stinks. Man, I haven't been to a movie in a long time. I'm overdue. I am overdue. Abdul Carter. Nice hit, Raymond. Giants and Rams. Giants and Rams. Oh my. I don't see a Giants or Rams guess. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong on that, but I don't see a Giants or Rams guess. And that was Becky authenticated. Let's stick that there. That there. Love the shiniest. That's a cool. That's a cool hit. He had a good year. It wasn't a standout, but the talent that Abdul Carter has is off the charts. Off the charts. He was probably, a lot of people thought he was the most talented player in the draft. There is a Rams guess. All right. Wait, how do I not see Jeff's guesses? I just don't see Jeff's guesses, I guess. No, it's there. Rams and Vikings. All right, Jeff. Well, Jeff, you know what? Here's the deal. I'm just going to put two packs out there. You're going to have a 50-50 chance at an auto or mem card. All right? Left or right, Jeff? Very simple. Left or right. There's either an auto or mem, probably in one. It's literally like these mega packs are 50-50. So you tell me left or right, and I'll hook you up. Thomas, that sucks. Well, I hope whether there's a win in the lawsuit or not, I just hope she's all right. All right, right, you got it, Jeff. Obviously, lawsuit is second, health is first. All right, Jeff, here we go. You have a Parker McKinney, Chris Broswell, Maris Leofu. You have a Travion Henderson rookie. That's a nice pull, Travion Henderson. Spencer Rattler. Travion Henderson. Two Travion Henderson rookies in one pack. Nice. Tyree Jackson. Damian Webb. Allie Jenkins. There is an auto. All right, we have an auto. We'll look at that in a second. Lawrence Keys. There, Austin Reed. Your auto is a Dylan Lobb. All right, nice pull right there. Dylan Lobb from the Raiders. Not bad. Hey, Dylan Lobb auto. The Raiders. He's got a couple starts in his career with the Raiders. All right, Jeff, congrats. Ooh, Dylan Lobb. No, I get it, but just that's the most important thing. With the year I have, I can't tell you how important that is more than anything else. No money can bring back somebody. I think about my dad. You know how people say there's not a day I go without thinking about something or somebody? It's quite literally been that way for me this year. There's not a day that goes by I do not think about or sometimes cry about my dad. And I miss him so much. So I hear you. All right, guys. You're welcome, Jeff. All right, let me see where things stand. All right, thank you guys. Again, Mike and Gregory, thank you for filling that out for me. All right, guys. Here's where things stand. I'm going to go in right there because a lot of the rest of the night's going to depend on our breaks, buying the rest of these spots. We have in our 16 by 20 just the Falcons. That's it, guys. Just the Atlanta Falcons in our 16 by 20. We can close that out with the Falcons. We have in the full-size batting helmet in jersey, so it's a 2-box break. We have the Rockies, the Marlins, the Twins, and the Padres. All right, Rockies, Marlins, Twins, and Padres. We have a 3-box break, 1 mini helmet, and 2 jersey break. We have the Falcons and the Jaguars. Falcons and Jaguars. And then in our bat break, we have the Juiced. The Orioles, the Rockies, the Pirates, the Padres, the Nationals. Every team, whether you're like, oh, the hits for that team aren't that great. Every Juiced hit, George Bush, Dan Marino, things like that, those are all eligible with the Juiced spots. So all 30 teams have equal chance in that. And then we're loaded with our grab bag. Loaded. All sorts of good stuff with this thing. A whole bunch of chances. More chances of getting a hit than any of the other breaks we do for the price, etc. All right. So here's the deal. This is the moment I guess a couple of you have been waiting for. What am I going to do as far as the giveaway goes? All right. Here's the deal. I am going to do. I will do. And I'll take whoever that was. Chuck, you're included. All right. Each spot purchased as of right now, is going to get you a chance at the following items. I'm going to put these together. All right. I got some. All right. So starting at 11:40. So Chuck, you're the first person. Each spot purchased get you a chance from 11:40 p.m. on. Get you a chance at a hobby pack. It is going to have at least one autograph. This is from 2020 Panini Elite Extra Edition hobby pack. One auto. Could have one auto, one mem, or 2 autographs in your 5-card pack. So someone's going to get one of those packs. Then we're gonna have. I gotta do some. Give me a second here. Someone is guaranteed to get a hobby pack from the 2022 Sage Football. Guaranteed to have an auto in that. Then someone's going to get a hobby pack from Historic Autographs, The Mob. This might be the last pack I have. I think it's The Mob Historic Autographs hobby pack I have. Someone's going to get a Mega Stars and Stripes baseball pack. USA Stars and Stripes baseball pack. And then I have two On It Gravity packs. These are Gravity hobby packs. LSU. Team is LSU. We'll have two of them. We have seen some really nice stuff pulled out of this already. So 2025 On It Gravity Hobby Pack. And then let me add. Ooh, what should I add? How about a Leaf Draft 2016 pack? We'll put a Leaf Draft 2016 football pack in there as well. So each spot purchase is going to get you one of those packs out there. All right. So each spot purchase, as of right now, gets you one of those spots. No, a chance at one of those packs. I should say, chance at one of those packs. All right. I have Chuck. I gotta put you in. Chuck, you bought the Falcons. Thank you, Chuck. All right. So, like I said, each button, Chuck will be one of those people that have a chance here at that giveaway. And you know what? Here. Oh, July. Well, no. All right. Use the code. All right. I also just put out there a code for the grab bag. All right. Let me do this. Let me check. Is there a way to create that link? Look if there's a link. All right. That did not work. Definitely did not work. That will do it. All right. Use that link right there. You should be able to get the discounted price on the grab bags moving forward. All right. So every spot, unless we sell out the helmets, the batting helmet, if the batting helmet sells out or the juiced bat sells out, I don't have to. Those aren't dependent on our grab bag. Everything else at this point is pretty much dependent on the grab bag. There's a tie-in to a degree on the grab bag with those things. So, thank you guys. You guys are awesome. I appreciate it. Like I said earlier, no break until the 20th. So we're gonna have a short break, a break from breaks. I'll be in Chicago next week. If anybody lives in that area, let me know. I will be rather busy, but let me know. I also will be in Maumee, Ohio, next Thursday night. I know where I've been to Maumee several times at the. I don't know if it's Maumee, Maumee. Been to the what's it called? The Buffalo Wild Wings a couple times before. Does anybody have any fun plans this weekend? All right, thank you guys. You guys have some nice orders coming through, so I'll start plugging those in. Put in the chat if you have any nice plans, anything fun to look forward to. All right, I've got Troy, Ty, David. Ty again. And then Mike. All right, Mike, you bought the Padres. Let me see something here. Did that not count? Chuck. Did I put Chuck in? I feel like I did. Chuck, you had the Falcons. Okay, I thought so. Mike, you have the Padres, the Pirates, and the Orioles. Thank you, Mike. Ty has the Padres, the Jaguars, and Falcons. David's got the Washington Nationals. Ty has the grab bag. Troy has a grab bag. Chuck got the Falcons. I have that. I don't know why I did that. Jesse, what up, Jesse? Long time no see. I hope you're well. All right, so Ivan got a grab bag. Thank you, Ivan. George has a grab bag. Jesse has not one but two grab bags. Jesse, I hope you're well. It has been a mile or a minute, as I say. All right. Just one spot in the bat break. If we can fill that juice, there's one spot left in the juiced bat break. If I can fill that, I can actually go in and we could do that one right now. In our juiced bat break. That'd be awesome. I'm looking at, yeah, that'd be great. That'd be the perfect one to do. We can fill that juiced bat break spot. We can jump in that one right now. Yeah, Ty. Unfortunately, I appreciate that. I do have a couple spots tied into that with our grab bag. Um, Sorry if that was misleading. I did not mean that to be. If I did say something like that, not my intention at all. All right, so I'm just gonna let me do one thing on my end real quick. This won't take long at all. So in the May 16 to 20. All right, so 16 by 20, I have Ravens, Bengals, Commanders. Ravens, Bengals, Commanders. All right, and then on the batting helmet break, we are looking at Diamondbacks, Cubs, Rays, and Nationals. And then in the mini, it is Bears, Saints, Commanders. Bears, Saints. Yeah, all right. Thank you guys. You guys are awesome. Oh, a couple spots came in. Let's see. Maybe we got Zach Attack. Thank you, Zach. Chuck Wagon. Did the Chuck Wagon close our bat? He did. Chuck Wagon. Thank you. And Zach Attack with four spots in our grab bag. All right. One, two, three, four. All right. According to this, we have 8 spots remaining in our grab bag. Let me see if that lines up. Oh, geez. How many do I am I selling and how many do I create? All right. I might have put somebody in there too much. So hold on one second on this. We'll do the bat break here next. There will be the the juiced. So you guys can put in the chat juiced or not juiced. If you need me to give you a little more context on that, I will do that here in a moment. I'm just going to go in and figure out where things stand in our break room, though. Here, George, I missed George's spot in this, or didn't I? We've got George there. Did I miss? No, maybe I didn't miss George. Got Jesse. George, is that George again? Maybe. All right, we'll figure this out. Okay. That's 9. How many spots do I have left? Oh, 9. Okay, we're perfect. We're good. We're kosher. All right, so there's 9 spots. No, it says 12. Why does that say 12 and I have 9? No, okay, it does say 9. It just didn't refresh. Oh, jeez. I hate technology sometimes. All right. We're going to do our bat break, guys. This technology just doesn't refresh. All right, let me hit refresh on this, though. And don't worry, I will still give out all these giveaways that I have out here. I'm just going to put them like this, and I will move them to the side so they're still visible. Things like that right there. All right, guys. We're going to do our, put that over here, this there, our juice break. All right, for those that are unfamiliar with how this works, if you wake too, it is based on juiced or not juiced, the baseball. We have boxes 3 and 4, 3-0, 4-0. We know where you're going to use bat 2. It's the last one from this case. What we don't know, which baseballs. I have 3, 4, 5, and 8 as possibilities. Now, the way the product definition works, say we pull Joe DiMaggio. Obviously, Joe DiMaggio is a juice hit. That's a monster hit. It's one of the biggest hits in the field. But by the definition of the giveaway, juice means someone did not play professional baseball. Dan Marino, Joe Montana, Yarmer Yager, things like that. One of the presidents, Bill Clinton. And those players would be razzed off, or people would be razzed off to the entire list. So all names, and there are 32 of those. And if we pull any of those, you guess juiced, and we pull one of those, you will get a chance at a box of mystery. If you don't guess juice, if you say not juiced, and we don't pull one, you would then get a chance of a box of mystery. So that's how that's going to work. All right, there's 2, 3, 4. There's 5. There's 6. One more. All right, we're going to go with 5 and 8. So the 2 that are not out there are the 2 baseballs we're going to use. So 5 and 8. These guys. Right here, 5 and 8. 3, there's 4. Then there is 3. All right, guys. We know we're bat number 2 as well. All right, in this break, we have Chuck with the Diamondbacks, Jose with the Braves, Mike has the Orioles, Brandon with the Bo Sox, Chuck Wagon with the Cubs, Jose's got the White Sox, Raymond's got the Reds, Jeff has the Guardians of the Galaxy, Chuck Wagon with the Rocks, Chad's got the Tigers, Chuck's got the Astros, David's got the Royals, George with the Angels in the outfield, Greg has the Dodgers, Chuck Wagon with the Marlins, Chad's got the Brewers, Jeff has the Twins, Chuck has the Mets, Case has the Yanks, Chad's got the A's, Daniel with the Phillies, Mike has the Pirates and the Padres, Zach Attack with the Giants, Ivan with the Mariners, Rick has the Cardinals, Troy with the Rays, Jose with the Rangers, Mike's got the Jays, and David with the Nationals. Remember, every spot you buy right now gets you a chance at all those giveaways I'm doing as well. All right, guys. I'm going to call this here no more guesses. Is Dave juiced or not juiced? I'm juiced, I think. No more 25% IPAs, right? I might be a little juiced. All right, guys. Box five. Here we go. These are 9.5 percenters, so that's pretty high, huh? This is my third one. So, all right, guys. Let's have some fun here. That's what we're gonna cut into right now. See what we got. Oh, very nice. This is going to qualify. He is a manager right now. This qualifies as the team he manages. For the last several years, he has been a bench coach. He was in a bench coach to start this year. But, guys, there is no team on this. This is going to go down as a Phillies hit. We have Don Mattingly. Don Mattingly. This is a Phillies hit, guys. Head coach. He's a manager. Philadelphia Phillies, Don Mattingly. Sorry, Case. I have to award this to the Phillies, though. Don Mattingly, head coach, manager, Philadelphia Phillies. And he's done a terrific job. Since he took over, the Phillies have been balling. Maybe not today, but that is a Phillies hit. Don Mattingly. Congrats, Daniel. Donnie Baseball. Box 8. Let's pull a juice guy. Let's get juicy. I want to get real juicy here. Not just kind of juicy. I want to get all in this baseball and see what we got. All right, here we go. Oh. So, here we go. We saw this name already tonight. We have. What is that? All right, he has an inscription that I don't understand, and I am going to ask Mike to let me know what this inscription means. Because we have Beckett authenticated. We have player authenticated. Major League Baseball. We have Vladimir Guerrero, the Elk. What is the Elk? I've never heard him called the Elk. Is that his nickname? I've literally never heard that. Mike, is that his nickname? Do you guys know this? That's my first ever Vlad Jr. inscription Elk before. We've pulled Vlad Jr. We pulled him earlier tonight. Never with an Elk inscription, though. Not juice tonight. No, not juices. All right. Not juiced. Vlad Guerrero Jr. I never heard juiced or elk. All right, guys. Box number 2. Box number 2. If you said not juiced, chance of the box of mystery, though. This is the side they want us to open on, so we'll just go down here. We'll look at the bottom of the box, and now we're going to get ready to cut it open, see what we got. Box 2, last one from our case. Maybe. Maybe not. There we go. Oh, killing me, Smalls. How about that? We haven't pulled one of these bats. We pulled a baseball and a jersey recently, but not a bat in a while. How about the cast of the movie Sandlot right there? The cast of the entire, not entire, but the cast of the movie Sandlot right there. We're going to be razzing that bat off. All right. Cast of the movie Sandlot. All 30 teams. So how about this? We sell it as all 30 team juiced break, but really, It's an all 30 teams Sandlot break because instead of a juiced baseball, you're going to get a juiced bat. All right, 7 times, guys. Top name, 7th time getting that bat. All right, there's 1. That's 2. 3. There's 4. We're at 5. All right, here's 6. Top team on the 7th time right now is getting the bat. And it's going to be the Angels. Los Angeles Angels. That is George. George, congratulations. You have the cast of the movie Sandlot coming your way. Killing me, Smalls. That's awesome. All right, George, congrats. By the way, Beckett authentication on your bat. Louisville Slugger, Angels in the outfield. Same time frame movie, actually. Angels in the outfield within a year, I believe. All right. LK was his nickname. I never heard that. Thank you, Jose. I never heard that. I guess I didn't mean elk then, but George, congrats. All right. Let me see something on my end. All right, 12 total spots remaining. Here's the deal. I need to add something. So, well, wait. What was our giveaway? Not juice. We'll do that. We'll figure that out first. All right. Not juiced guessers. Not juiced guessers. There are gonna be 2 hits, 1 whammy here, guys. 2 hits and 1 whammy. All right, 2 hits, 1 whammy. And do it like this. All right, 2 hits, 1 whammy. If you said not juiced, one of these boxes is going to be it. He's like, I could tie dye it pink. All right, not juiced. Not juicy. David says not juicy. Jeff Hawks says it's not going to get juicy. Tyler said not juicy. All right, it is going to be down to Jeff Hawks, Ty, and David. If I miss somebody, I apologize. That is who I see. Top name going to get a pick a box of mystery. 2 hits, 1 whammy. Not all whammies created equal on this one, guys. There's 2, there's 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. David! All right, David. Pick a box of mystery. Silver on the right, golden egg in the middle, and gold in the left side. Tonight, was Sale supposed to pitch tonight? Go there, you got it. I think Sale was going tonight, wasn't he? All right, you passed up on the Silver. Silver had the big one. This was a mega box. There was one memorabilia and two steel cards in there. All right, so let's down on that one, David. David, you passed up on the golden box. The golden box had a Topps Heritage 2022 pack. Topps Heritage 2022. Not today. David, that means you got your hands on a whammy. Unlike any whammy we've ever seen in the break room. Because, David, here we go. You just got your hands on a retro arcade. This retro arcade comes preloaded with over 100 retro games. That's right, you can play over 100 retro games on this arcade. So this little cabinet can be coming your way. Hey, you're welcome, Dave. I think the grandkids, maybe even the kids, will like it, and at the very least, they're games you're going to be familiar with on there. So, if you guys haven't hit the like button, feel free to hit the like button. I appreciate it. I don't know if it does anything for the long term, but it looks cool, and I guarantee it brings good luck. Guaranteed. Or something. I'm just going through something on my end right here. All right, guys. All right, so we have the spots. Everything is tied at this point to the grab bag, which is okay. I'll be the salesman here, and I'm going to upgrade what I'm talking about for those giveaways. All right, so that's what I have out there currently. How about we add, let's add some chrome. Let's add a little chrome to the love. You know, all right, so we got some Topps Chrome Basketball Mega Edition. That'll come out on here. Let's throw. How about you guys like Trey Benson? Trey Benson is guaranteed rookie right there. Guaranteed to get his rookie. 50-50 chance at an auto. So we'll put that here. So I'm giving away 9 packs to so you have like a 1 and 2.5 chance at getting a pack. 1, 2, 3 have guaranteed autos. 50-50 chance. 50-50 chance at an auto. You have a Topps Chrome Basketball, 2 Hobby Gravity On It packs, LSU, and then we have a 2016 Leaf Draft football pack. So basically 9 packs going out. 3 of them guaranteed to have at least 1 auto. Just buy a spot, you'll be a happy camper. All right, we have 2 spots remaining on our batting helmet and 9 spots remaining in our grab bag. Each spot you buy, again, gives you a chance at these giveaways that you guys see right there on the table already. Like I said, I do have to rely on the rest of the evening. Every single break is tied to this grab bag at this point. So use that code as well. Did I share that code? Promote. Shareable link. Use. All right, if you use that link, you'll get discounts on the grab bag. That link should automatically load the discounted price. All right, Howard. What up, Howard? I hope you're having fun watching this show tonight, Howard. I know you're a big basketball guy, so I don't do more basketball. I need to develop a larger basketball following and then do more basketball. Love me some good basketball. All right, Marlins. We're going to be going out to Greg. Thank you, Greg. Jesse has a grab bag. Howard has the Twins, the Minnesota Twins. We are going to add Dylan. What up, Dylan? Dylan has the Colorado Rockies. All right, guys. So I am down to just having 8 grab bag spots. And remember, here, let's do this. And remember, the grab bag, someone's going to get, if you get the grab bag, someone's going to get an autographed Troy Aikman jersey, too. Case, what up, Case? Thank you. All right, just 7 spots remaining in their grab bag. Once we sell that, that'll help us fill the rest of the stuff. We'll have these giveaways first, as you see on the table, and then we'll do the rest of the evening. And if you use the link, you will get a discounted price on your grab bag. So just a heads up, the link that I shared has a discounted price for the grab bag. So I only need to sell 6 spots left. Just 6 spots remaining in our grab bag. This Friday, this weekend. So here's my crazy schedule. I'll go over my schedule. Tomorrow, I'm going to a beer and wine festival. Just 15 minutes from here. It's a great Uber ride away. So that's going to be a lot of fun. Sunday, going to the Pirates Brewers game, the last game before the All Star break. Before the rain out for the Pirates and Brewers today, the scheduled matchup was Jacob Mizorowski versus Paul Skeens. I'm insanely excited. Tuesday, I'm going to Wilkes-Barre and Scranton. Wednesday, I will be in Pottsville, PA, home of Yingling. National Hot Dog Day. I'm doing an event with our school there. Be there till Thursday, coming back Thursday. Thursday night, I'm driving from Pottsville to Pittsburgh, then driving from Pittsburgh with my family to Chicago. We're going to see the Cubs Twins game on Friday. Looking forward to that. Then touring Chicago all day Saturday. My cousin lives in Chicago. Going to be doing that with him. And then on Sunday, driving back. My mom will be watching our dog here at the house, and I'll go relieve her from the dog duty. All right, so I got David and Dylan with a couple spots. All right, guys, just 4 spots remain. 4 spots remain. Everything else sold out. Thank you, guys. Like I said, 4 spots remain. Oh, Jeff. It's only 12:16. It's not a Z yet. It's Z's in 44 minutes. Then it's Z's. Then you're like, Dave, what the WH? All right, 4 spots remain. I'm doing all those giveaways out there. Let's fill these last 4. Let's toss one more product out there. One more product out there. Absolute football. See if we can pull a banger. How about some Absolute 2021? I haven't seen this product in a while. I haven't put this product out there in a while. Absolute 2021 football. Just put it right there. How about that? So I do buy a spot. I have 10 giveaways. It's like better than a 33% chance, a little under a 50-50 chance of getting an additional bonus item right there. 3 of the items are guaranteed to have an auto. The 3 of them are guaranteed to be a hobby pack, I should say. So, pretty sweet stuff. Just 4 spots remaining. Once I sell these last 4 spots, we are going to do the rest of the breaks. We'll do all sorts of giveaways. Remember, I'll show this real quick on my end. Here's our look at our upcoming schedule, guys. This is our break. We're breaking tonight. We're breaking on the 20th. Everything else here you see sold out. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. The money that goes from these breaks, if you aren't aware, my daughter is now 14. Holy cow. I started this. She was like half that, less than half that age. I put it into what's called a 529 college fund. So she's got money to prepare her for. I was 39 years old when I paid off my college loans. That was faster than my loans were scheduled to be paid for. I don't want her to have to go through that. So that's why I started this. So just know that the funds do go to a really good cause. They're not frivolously being spent, wasted, or anything like that. So thank you from the bottom of my heart, my daughter's heart, all that good stuff. Thank you. Thank you very much. God breaks quite literally benefits my daughter and me being a dad. I feel like I can support her then a little more than my parents were unfortunately able to. Just being my parents were teachers, weren't loaded, weren't financially loaded or anything. Never had 6-figure salaries growing up or anything like close to that. So and I work in education as well. So just being able to do something like this and provide for my daughter moving forward just makes me feel special. So thank you. But someone's getting an Aikman, someone's getting a Hampton. Uh, we have all sorts of other spots we're filling in. So quite literally, there's 48 spots. 1, 2. There are 5 guaranteed items that are going out. 4 of them are guaranteed on auto. Almost always an auto out of this. So just want to share that and tell you how much I appreciate you guys all. So thank you so much. Um, Nate grabbed the spot. So we got 3 left. 3 left. Nate just grabbed the spot. Case grabbed the spot. Thank you, Nate and Case. Two spots remaining. All right, so only 2 spots remain. Thank you again. Oh, all right. Coming in. How many spots? 1 spot remains. Thank you, Greg. 1 spot remains, guys. Thank you so much. Um, what did I just? All right. One spot remaining, guys. One spot. We sell that. We in. We out of here. Thank you, guys. Whatever goes in for that, thank you. Already telling you that in advance. Is the Chicago Vintage Fair. Chicago Vintage Fair. I will be there the 18th, Troy. I will be there the 18th. The Vintage Fair. What does that mean? I don't even know what that means, Troy. Greg, I'm sorry. Greg hates me. All right. Well, whoever this was, Jesse, thank you. Jesse just filled out this, so thank you, Jesse. Jesse, if you don't get a giveaway here in the giveaways, I will hook you up. You close the evening out. Case. We get Greg and Case. All right. I'm going to make sure that Jesse gets something if he's not one of the 10 top names. All right, so I have all these names, and then I had Jesse and Greg. I'm just putting your. All right, and all right. Top 10 names get the items, the giveaways in this order. These are the names that came in from that 11:40 cutoff 44 minutes ago. All right, you guys helped us fill it out. Top 10 names getting a little bonus. There's one, there's two, there's three, four, five, six, and there's seven times. Top 10 names. Jesse. Jesse gonna get the guaranteed auto hobby pack. Greg, you came in, got that. So Jesse, you are gonna get something here. Sweet. All right, so Jesse get the top one, then Troy, David, um, Greg, Mike, Nate, Mike, Zach, and then Tyler. All right, that's the order. I will show you the order out there, and I'm going to put your names on little stickers. Troy, David, Greg, Greg, Mike. Then we have Nate, Mike, Zach, and then Ty. All right, guys. So let's figure out these giveaways here. All right. Tyler, Mike, and Tyler, that's Nate. That is Mike. This is Zach. I think I did that right. Hold on, let me just make sure. Shoot. That is Zach. That is Nate. All right. That was Mike. Okay. Then we have Mike, Greg, Greg, David, Troy, and then Jesse. All right, so we're going to do Ty, yours is going to get sent sealed. Zach, yours is sent sealed. Mike, yours will be sent sealed. Nate, yours will be sent sealed. This is Mike, yours will be sent sealed. Greg, I will send yours sealed. Greg, I will send yours sealed. These last four, I will open, though. These last three, these last three hobby, will send those as open. We'll open those hobby packs right now. All right, guys, so let's do the hobby. Who is juiced? We already did the Troy. We already did the juiced, not juiced or juiced. We did the giveaway for that already. All right, David. Here is the mob. This is a hobby pack. This is the mob hobby pack, and I think it's the last one I have. I think. All right. There's Lucky Luciano, Maxi Trial. It is that Cafave Committee. That is the Blackfriars Massacre. Vincent Mangiano. Mickey Spillane. Mickey Spillane is a short print to 149. Mickey Spillane on a short print. Operation Old Bridge. The Colombo Family. Capo de Capi Godfather. And a Legend of the Mob. All right, David, those cards coming your way. You got one short print in there as well. No relics, but short print coming your way. All right, Troy, here's your hobby pack. Guaranteed to have an auto in these last two packs. All right, Troy. Sam Moyer, Chris Olave, rookie. Spencer Rattler, Ronnie Rivers, skip your auto. Devin Lloyd, David Bell. Your auto is Jamie Robinson. Jamie Robinson on the auto. Jamie Robinson. All right, Troy, those cards coming your way. All right, congrats, Jesse. Jesse, this hobby pack, guaranteed to have a one auto, could have two autos or one auto and one memorabilia card. All right, Jesse, let's see what you have. Ooh, all right. There's one auto and one memorabilia card coming out of here. You have a really nice first couple of names. Second baseman, middle infielders. How about a Colton Keith? Colton Keith, there's a Detroit Tiger. Here's a guy that I thought was going to be a career utility man, but Casey Schmidt. What a year he's having for the Giants. A lot of power. Casey Schmidt. We're going to be talking about Anthony Walters. This is out of 195, Anthony Walters. Here is Jason Dominguez. Jason Dominguez from the Yankees. Jason Dominguez on a relic. Jason Dominguez, nice pull. Your auto is going to be Willie McIver. Willie McIver is the auto from the Colorado Rockies. Willie McIver. How about a Jason Dominguez relic and a Colton Keith and Casey Schmidt, though? All right, those cards coming your way, Jesse. When do I do mystery bags? They're a mystery all night. Well, what specifically one are you talking about, though? Why what? Why is who's East PX? What's the question? Why? Who won Sandlot Bat? Sandlot Bat went to George. It was the Angels. The Angels. George got it. The Angels got the Sandlot Bat. You are welcome. All right, guys. Let me show you how this is going to go down. All right. I am going to bring up our grab bag. All right. So, for the way that this works, this is the grab bag situation. We have Troy, and the spots are Gold Rush Value, 8x10 auto packs, Troy Aikman, Dan Hampton, the baseball, the football spots. These are all going to get rearranged in the random.org. Top name going to get the value pack. Second name, the multi-sport. Fourth name, going to get the Aikman. Fifth name, the Dan Hampton mini. I'm going to rearrange this now. If you have any questions, just let me know. Good luck, everybody. Let's have some fun. That is not a good copy. Here's 1, 2, 3. Here's 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. We are talking with George. George is going to get the nice pack there, the value pack, all the way down to Jesse. Let's go in. Let's hit paste. George having the value pack. Ivan, the multi-sport. Jesse, the multi-sport. Troy, getting the Troy Aikman jersey. Troy, there you go. trades the Dan Hampton in, gets a Troy Aikman jersey out of it. How about that? Ray's going to get the Dan Hampton mini, and then these other spots, we could talk about those a little bit more, but these are in spots, and we'll fill those in here for the rest of these breaks that go on tonight. But here we go. Ivan and Jesse. So let's look at Troy first with the Aikman, and then Greg with the Dan Hampton. All right, we'll put this out there. All right, Troy, Mr. Bruns, you just got your hands on the Troy Aikman autograph jersey. That's upside down. I'm like, oh, it doesn't look right. Autograph Troy Aikman jersey. Beckett authenticated. Congratulations, Troy. Big hit right there. All right, Troy, congrats. Great. Well, Dan Hampton, Hall of Famer from the Chicago Bears. Beckett authenticated. There we go. Congratulations, Greg. All right, let me mark those down. Troy for Troy. All right, Troy. Hampton. All right. Let's go in. Let's look at Ivan and Jesse. Ivan and Jesse. These are the numbers I have in here. I have every number but 1 and 5. So 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Those numbers are available for Ivan and Jesse. You guys can let me know what number you would like. First come, first serve. 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Ivan and Jesse. Ivan and Jesse. You guys each get to pick one of those. All right, Jesse. Ivan's going with 3. All right, we'll start with 3. That is going to be this guy. I'll put your sticker on that. And then number 6. That is going to be this one, and that is for Jesse. All right. 3, 6. Out of here. Now, George, this is going to be the Goal Rush Value Pack that we're going to use. We're going to use that one right there. So that's just a heads up. That's the one we'll get. All right. Let's start with 3. All right, Jesse, here's yours. No, this is Ivan. Ivan, this is yours. Ivan, this is yours. This is number 3. All right, Ivan. Look at that. How about a Percy Harvin? Percy Harvin coming your way, Ivan. You'll like that one. It's a nice fit for you there, Ivan. Regionally, at least. Congrats. Ivan. Beckett on your authentication. Jesse. You also would have been happy with that one, but Jesse, let's see what you got. Jesse, old school 80s love right here from the Saints. Kenny Jackson. Kenny Jackson coming your way. All right. Congratulations, Jesse. A little KJ. Kenny Jackson. Beckett on your authentication as well. All right, George. Let's see if we can get you a headliner. All right, George. This is the one we're talking about right here. Let me put your name on the sticker, George. Well, sticker doesn't want to. All right, here we go. Gold Rush Value Pack. This is for George. It's all sealed up. Give it a rip up the top. All right, George. Here are your three cards. There is a graded card in here. There is an auto as well. All right, so you have an auto and a graded card. Your first card is a rookie, Aaron Naismith. Aaron Naismith, there he is with Boston. Aaron Naismith, now Indiana Pacer. You have an autograph on card auto, Matt Gorski. Matt Gorski on card auto right there. Matt Gorski on card auto. Rookie. You have a Beckett 9.5 Gem Mint rookie. This is a short print out of 680. Xavier Worthy. We're not worthy. How about that? A instant Xavier Worthy, one of 680. Xavier Worthy's Gem Mint 8 out of 680, 9.5. Not bad. Nice rookie pull right there. Xavier Worthy. George, that's coming your way. From the Jacksons, great. I like it. I kind of like that one. Jackson 6. George, you're welcome. All right, let me go in. Let me plug these other spots in real quick, and then we'll fill in the rest of our night. All right, guys. Hopefully you enjoy these breaks. All right, so Diamondbacks. That is going to go out to Mike. David, you have Orioles. That didn't work. All right, David has Orioles. Greg has the Red Sox. We've got Nate with the White Sox. David has the Rockies. Zach Attack, you're going to have the Astros. All right, the Royals, also Zach. Angels, that's going to be Troy. Marlins, Dylan. Mike Widows has the A's. Daniel's got his Phillies. How about that? Daniel, you got the Phillies out of that. The Pirates going out to Zach. Zach, Daniel, are you in here? Daniel, would you be willing to trade the Giants? You have the Giants for the Pirates. I know that Zach is a big Giants fan and would definitely trade the Pirates for the Giants if you're interested. Um, he also has the Astros and the Royals. I know he'd be willing to trade any of those. Zach has the Astros, Royals, Pirates for the Giants. If you're interested, Daniel, let me know and I can make that trade for on Zach's behalf. Ivan, you've got the Rays. Greg has the Nationals. So again, that's something I can just see right off the bat. That might be a potential trade. Charlene's got the Cardinals. Let's see here. I can maybe copy and paste all those. Charlene's got the Cardinals. Troy's got the Falcons. Paul's got the Ravens. Tyler's got the Buffalo Bills. Jeff has the Bengals. Charlene's got the Browns. All right. I don't know why that didn't work. Charlene has the Browns. Broncos to Jose. Hack Attack to Daniel. The Jaguars to Jesse. We've got the Saints to Troy. Steelers to Ivan. And then Jesse, you've got the Diamondbacks. Or Jesse has the Seahawks. Sorry, Jesse, you like that? You have the Seahawks. That works out. All right. In our bad break, Jeff, you have the Diamondbacks. Jeff Hawks. David, you've got the Rockies. Paul's got the Marlins. All right. In our 16 by 20 break. So 16 by 20. Ravens. Ravens to Kirk. Bengals to Jeff. Commanders to Greg. All right, batting helmet. Diamondbacks. The case. Troy's got the Cubs. Troy, that works out. You got the Cubs. Case has the Rays. Chuck has the Nats. David, you're going to have the Bears in our mini helmet, traditional mini helmet break. James is going to have the Saints. And Zach is going to have the Commanders. And then in our Luis Gonzalez is going to have the Chuck. In our Raz and Jesse's going to have Woody Marks. All right, guys. I don't think you guys did, Greg. I didn't get a confirmation from Zach on that one. So I sent things out as are, or as is, I guess. All right, guys. Congrats, everybody. It is time for us to do this break right here. Single jersey. All right, everybody out there, give me one NFL division. That's all you have to do. If it comes out of the jersey that we end up using, you're going to get a chance at the box of mystery. We'll start it out very simple. All right, we have box one on the table. All right, possibilities here. We have 1, 2, 3, and 6. 1, 2, 3, and 6 are the possibilities here for this. Give me one NFL division. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Box 3. Box 3. All right, it's going to be this guy right here. Box 1, right there. All right, friends, we got Shirlene with the Cardinals. Troy's got the Falcons. Paul's got the Ravens. Ty's got the Bills. Jeff has the Bengals. Shirley with the Browns. Jose's got the Broncos. Daniel with the Packers. Jesse with the Jags. Oh, I'm reading just the green. All right, Ty has the Bills. David with the Panthers. Troy with the Bears. Jeff has the Bengals. Shirley with the Browns. Beverly with the Cowboys. Jose's got the Broncos. David with the Lions. Daniel's got the Packers. David with the Texans. David H with the Colts. Jesse with the Jags. William's got the Chiefs and the Raiders. David's got the Chargers. Rick's got the Rams. David with the Dolphins. David H with the Dolphins. David M with the Vikes. David H with the Pats. Troy's got the Saints. David M with the Giants. David H with the Jets. Tony's got the Fly Eagle Fly. Ivan with the Steelers. Beverly's got the Niners. Jesse with the Seahawks. Jose's got the Bucks. David with M with the Titans. David H with the Commanders. All right, guys. No more guesses. No more guesses. Here we go. Good luck, everybody. Box 3. Let's go. Here we go. Big hit. All right, here we go. Box 3, guys. Secondary seals right there. Good luck, everybody. All right, there's our secondary seal. We are Jonesing for a hit. Aaron Jones, Minnesota Vikings on the hit. Minnesota Vikings, Aaron Jones. We're the Vikings. All right, that is going out to David. David, congratulations on the hit. Aaron Jones for the Vikings. That'll be a NFC North guess. Aaron Jones for the Vikings. All right, NFC North. David with the hit and the guess. Jeff with the guess. Jesse and Troy with a guess. All right, those are the four names. I've seen David, Jeff, Troy, and Jesse. If I miss somebody, let me know. Real quickly, gonna put some boxes together here. Real quick. Two hits, one whammy. Two hits and one whammy. All right, I've got three boxes together. All right, we've got a shark. We've got babes. And we've got gold. All right, 7 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Jesse. All right, Jesse. Go ahead. Pick a box of mystery, Jesse. Which one of these boxes looks delightful? Gold. All right, Jesse. That means you passed up on the shark attack. Inside of the shark attack was a pack of Contenders 2015. Nice pack of Contenders. Jesse, that means you passed up on the whammy. Inside of the whammy was your very own sticker. Vincent Van Gogh, going, gone. All right, that was a magnet. All right. Inside of here is a Contenders 2022 Jumbo. Contenders 2022 Jumbo pack, Jesse. Congrats. All right, Jeff, have a great night. Have a good weekend, and take care. As you know, everything is recorded. Cam Akers is the place to be. Rashad Bateman, Alvin Kamara, David Montgomery, Tua, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Travis Kelce, Joey B, Mike Williams, Javonte Williams, Gino, Shaq Diesel, J.J. Watt, parallel Rice. How about a parallel Micah Parsons, parallel Amon-Ra St. Brown and Jared Goff, parallel Tua, parallel Jim Kelly. That is a nice Josh Allen and Jalen Ramsey. Speaking of Josh Allen, MVP, there is a supernatural Kyler Murray. That's life size. And a gladiator, Brian Dawkins, Philadelphia Eagle, all-time legendary secondary. All right, Jesse, those cards coming your way. All right, guys. We're going to do our baseball break. Same deal. Same deal. Give me a baseball division. Baseball division. We'll figure out which box we're going to end up using. We have box 4 is our placeholder out there. So go ahead and give me baseball division. Box 4 is our placeholder. We also have box 6. 4 and 6 are the possibilities here. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Box 6. Let's grab that one real quick. Box 6. All right. It'll be that guy. Box 4. Not today. All right, last call on the guesses here. We have baseball division. We have Mike with the Diamondbacks, David H with the Braves, David N with the Orioles, Greg has the Bo Sox, David H with the Cubs, Nate has the White Sox, Beverly's the Reds, David M with the Guardians and the Rocks, and the Tigers. Zach Attack with the Astros and Royals. Troy's got the Angels. David N with the Dodgers. Dylan's got the Marlins. David's got the Brewers, Twins, Mets, Yanks. Mike's got the A's. Daniel with his Phillies. Zach Attack with the Pirates and Greg with the Friars. Daniel's got the Giants. David's got the Mariners. Rick's got the Cards. Ivan with the Rays. David with the Rangers and the Jays. And Greg's got the Nets. All right, guys. No more guesses. Let's get into this. Boom. Let's use our squishy baseball, our stress ball. All right, guys, good luck. Box 6. Box 6 right here. Sealed up. There's our secondary seal. It's going to be under that. All the way around. Secondary seal. Go time. We're going to give that a cut. Ooh. Look at that. From the Texas Rangers. Josh Young. Josh Young coming out of here for the Texas Rangers. Texas Rangers, David, Josh Young. Now you have Jace's brother. All right, so Josh Young coming out here. That'll go out to David up there in Detroit area. Obviously a little further north, but Michigan, Detroit Tiger fan. Jace, his brother. Josh. David. Again, Beckett on your authentication. That's an AL West guess. AL West. Jesse, like butter, because he's on a roll with these guesses. AL West. Ty, AL West. Hi, I pinged you for an NL East guess. I don't know why. Picking Braves with you. All right. Chuck got the AL West. All right, it's going to be one of those three. Jesse, Ty, or Chuck. You are welcome. Jesse, Ty, or Chuck. All right, 2 hits, 1 whammy. All right. Shark Attack. And well, all right. Jesse, Ty, Chuck. 7 times, top 3 names. Let's go. Our top name gets it from these 3 names. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Jesse, you are on fire with these giveaways. All right, Jesse. Go ahead, make a selection. Gold, police, or shark. As I grab a brewski. Do the shark. All right, it means you passed up on the police. Inside the police was a pack of contenders. Contenders baseball. And you passed up on gold. It means you passed up on the whammy beep. You missed out on your very own chicken. Oh no! All right, Jesse. No chicken coming your way. That means you picked the Shark Attack. You got a jumbo Trinity Leaf Pack, two steel cards, and one memorabilia card guaranteed in there. All right, Jesse. Let's see what you got. This is your pack right there. All right, Jesse. You're looking at a Walker Janik steel card. This is number 290, Walker Janik. How about a Chuck Knobloch steel card? Also going to be out of 290. Yep, 290. This is 240 at 290. Your memorabilia card is Kalen Culpepper. Kalen Culpepper on your memorabilia card right there. Kalen Culpepper. You have a little Ray Knight. Miggy. Angel Geno. There's Kalen Culpepper there. There's Roderick Arias. Spencer Jones from the Yanks. And Cooper Pratt. All right, those cards may come in your way there, Jesse. A couple steel short prints and a memorabilia card. You're welcome. All right, you know what? No, that's wrong. No, why do I have that? We're not doing that. I'm like looking at that the whole time thinking, that looks weird. We're not doing that break. Oh, I'm losing my mind. Here we go. All right, let me hit refresh on this guy. Sorry about that confusion there. That was on my end. 1 by 20. One mini and one jersey. I want you guys to just put one team in the chat. One team. That's all you have to do. I'm going to hit refresh. Every team will show. If you guess correctly here, you're going to get a pack. Every single person is going to get a pack here. Let me just see. I don't have bills listed, so let me just see why I don't have bills. It's probably Mike or could be Case. Here it is, Case. Sorry. Case. I'll refresh this. All right, let me hit refresh. All right, guys. We have these spots. We got to figure out which ones we're using. A mini helmet. We have one on the table. We have to have 3 and 5. You're just putting one team in the chat. That's all you have to do. One team in the chat. 1, 3, and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. 1. We're going to stick with what's out there, guys. 1 is out there. That guy. Jersey. We have 2 on the table. We also have 4, 5, 7, 8, 9. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Box 1. We're going to stick with that. All right. Now we got to figure out the photo. We got 1 on the table. We also have numbers 3, 6, and 8. 1, 3, 6, and 8. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. All right, box 8. Let me go grab that. All right. There is number 8. That is number 1. All right, guys. We have Troy with the Cardinals, Chuck has the Falcons, Kirk with the Ravens, Case has the Bills, Matt with the Panthers, Ivan with the Bears, Jeff has the Bengals, Raymond with the Browns, Ty's got the Broncos, George with the Broncos, Ty with the Cowboys, George with the Broncos, Dave with the Lions, Christian's got the Packers, Paul's got the Texans, Jeff has his Colts, Justin with the Jags, Jose's got the Chiefs, Wayne with the Raiders, David with the Chargers, Rick's got the Rams, Juan's got the Dolphins, Jeff has the Vikings, George with the Pats, Jeff has the Saints and the Giants, Paul's got the Jets, Daniel with the Eagles, Greg's got the Steelers, Zach's got his Niners, Kirk with the Seahawks, Jose's got his Bucks, David with the Titans, Greg's sitting on the commode. All right, guys, good luck. No more guesses. All right, we'll start Jersey. Let's do Jersey mini then. Let's go with the good luck. Football duck. Quack, quack. All right, box number 2. Sealed up all the way around. Oh, we have Peterson. That's not Adrian Peterson. Who's Peterson? That's not Adrian Peterson's signature. Is that Patrick Peterson? I know Adrian Peterson's signature. That's not it. Can't be it. Why do I not know this? But that's not Adrian Peterson's signature. It's gotta be Patrick's, right? But that looks like an A. Why do I not know this? That does not look like Adrian Peterson's signature, though. I know what his signature looks like. Does he have 2 signatures? One for a jersey and one for... It is Adrian Peterson. That's a different signature. This is not the signature he uses on the helmet. This is different. This is interesting. That's a heck of a hit, but it's slightly different signature. I didn't realize he uses a different signature. It's a good thing they have these things authenticated by special companies. All right, here we go. Adrian Peterson, Minnesota Vikings. That's awesome. Jeff, look at you, Hawks. Mr. Hawks, Adrian Peterson. I'm learning something new. I didn't know. Jeez, Ivan. Adrian Peterson. All right, Jeff, congrats. All right, box 1 for our mini. There's our seal right there, all the way around. Gonna give it a cut, see what we got. Wow. Okay. We have a Philadelphia Eagle, and it has a name up here, so I don't have to look it up. JSA authenticated. How about running back LeGarrette Blunt? We've never pulled an Eagle LeGarrette Blunt before. Philadelphia Eagle. Daniel, that's got to be a first for you. Congratulations, Daniel. LeGarrette Blunt. Throwing punches and everything. All right, LeGarrette Blunt. Jeff, Mr. Hawks, you are welcome. It's a nice pull. It's a different signature that I'm used to because on the helmet I've seen a different signature. That's why I was a little thrown off. But it's a heck of a player. Garrett Blunt. All right, Daniel. All right. This is box 8. So that's our seal. It's going to look around the horn. Give it a cut right here, guys. Going down there. We have. Is that Fred Warner? Sure is. From the San Francisco 49ers. How about a little Fred Warner? That's an awesome photo right there, too. Awesome photo of Fred Warner right there. Zach Attack. Nice pull, Zach. You're going to love that. Fred Warner. Beckett authenticated. Zach's going to love it. He's going to absolutely love that one. Congrats, Zach. Fred Warner. Now, clearly, this is all. I'm guessing that's part of the background because it looks like it cuts down there. So I'm thinking so. That's really cool. Coming out of the ends of the tunnel. All right, Zach. Nice hit. Fred Warner, when he stays healthy, he's a beast on the field. All right, Jeff, Daniel, and Zach. Congrats. All right, Vikings, Eagles, and 49ers. Who guessed those? Vikings, Eagles, 49ers. All right, Charlene has the 49ers. So Mike slash Charlene. Jeff, you have your Vikings. They came up. The S. And George had the 49ers. So those are the three names I'm seeing. Charlene, Jeff, and George. I'm just going to put 3 packs out there. And each we get a pack. Why not? We'll do it like this. We'll have Topps Chrome, Bowman Chrome, and Rookies and Stars. And we have Mike slash Charlene, Jeff, and George. All right, top man gets the Bowman Chrome. Second man gets top man gets Topps Chrome. Second man gets Bowman Chrome. Third man gets Rookies and Stars. There's 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Jeff, you're going to get the Topps Chrome. George is going to get the Bowman U Chrome. And Mike slash Charlene, you're going to get the Rookies and Stars back. All right. You just did this, right? Charlene. All right, Charlene. Go to yours. George. Jeff. All right, Charlene, this is your pack right here. You have a DeMar Hamlin right there. Travis Kelce. That is a Geno Smith. Jared Goff. That is going to be a Daniel Jones, a parallel. Debo Samuel parallel. There's a Rookies and Stars, Travis Kelce, Touchdown Club. That's a nice rookie pull right there of Dalton Kincaid. Nice looking card, too. How about, is that Bijan? It is. Bijan Robinson rookie. That's a great pull. Dalton Kincaid and Bijan rookies. And Jake, is that, yeah, Hamer. All right. Couple nice rookies in there. Hey, Charlene. George, this is your Bowman U Chrome pack. Oh, there's a good rookie in the back here. We'll end it with a good rookie. Let's see what else you got in here. Keely Ringo. Jalen Carter, Bowman U first. There we go. Domani Jackson. Mitchell Tinsley. Check out this parallel. Bryce Young rookie. Boom. Nice pull right there. Bryce Young rookie. All right, George, nice pack. All right, Jeff. Topps Chrome 2025. There's Jalen Wright. There's is that Jake Browning? It is Jake Browning. How about that? That is a Cam Ward rookie. Beautiful Cam Ward rookie, Fortune rookie right there. And a parallel Justin Fields. But look at your Cam Ward rookie. It's a nice looking card. Nice card, Jeff. Jeff Sandhofer, that is your Cam Ward rookie. All right, let me hit refresh on our baseball break right here. All right, for this, everybody's going to give me 5 baseball players. Players, one line. If you guess a player that comes out of the helmet or the jersey, you're going to get a $15 gift card. That's right, $15 gift card. If 10 people get it right, that's $150 in gift cards going out there. So, one player, if it comes out of the helmet or the jersey, $15 gift card coming your way. All right. We have placeholder number 2 out there for jersey. We know it's not helmet number 10. It's either going to be 2, 3, 4, 6, 9, or 10. For our jersey. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Number 10. Number 10. Let me grab that. Just go on the bottom. And it's number 10. Yes. Cross that off my cheat sheet. All right, guys. Team number 8. Case has the Diamondbacks. Jose's got the Braves. Mike has the Orioles. Brandon with the Bo Sox. Troy's got the Cubs. Jose's got the White Sox. Troy's got the Reds. Raymond's with the Guards. Dylan with the Rocks. We've got Keith with the Tigers and the Astros. William with the Royals. Jeff has the Angels. Greg has the Dodgers and the Marlins. Chad has the Brewers. Howard's got the Twins. Mike's got the Mets. George has the Yanks. Ivan's got the A's. Daniel the Phillies. Justin with the Pirates. Ty's got the Padres. Zach's got his Giants. David with the M's. Rick has the Cards. Case with the Rays. Jose's got the Rangers. Mike with the Jays. And Chuck with the Nets. All right, I'm going to call it no more guesses. We're going to get right into this, guys. So, no more guesses. Good luck, everybody. All right, here's our jersey. We're right there. Here's our baseball championship ring right there. A little glitz and glamour. Box 10 right here, box 10. Black bag, number 10. See, it's a pinstripes. How about from the Philadelphia Phillies here? We got former closer Jonathan Papelbon. Jonathan Papelbon for the Phillies. Daniel. Jonathan Papelbon coming out of there. Actually scouted his brother, believe it or not, in 2006 and 2007. Jonathan Papelbon for the Phillies. All right, that is Beckett authenticated Daniel. Congrats. All right. Championships. This is box 10. All right, right around the corner. Seal up. Doing his thing. All right, here we go. Last one we have in this series. There's the helmet. Nothing else in there. Oh my God. We have a headliner. Oh, we have a headliner. Now, what team is it going to be is the real question. He has played with several teams. Is it going to be his rookie team? No, it's not his current team, though, either. Ooh, who has this team? Oh, this guy's having a night. He did not do well in the break he's famous for doing. But George, how about a Juan Soto New York Yankee helmet right there? Juan Soto on a full-size Yankees helmet. That's awesome. He has probably not signed a ton of Yankees. That is MLB authenticated on a MLB 2021 Series Fanatics authenticated helmet as well. MLB and Fanatics authenticated Juan Soto. That's awesome. George, congratulations. That's awesome. All right. Juan Soto to George. All right. Any Soto guesses? No Soto guesses. That's not a tough one, but I thought there might be a chance at that one. All right, Juan Soto right there. It's a beautiful helmet, George. My wife loves like white stuff, not just her husband, but like um, pottery and all that kind of stuff. So we have like a whole bunch of. When it's fall, we got these white pumpkins up everywhere. Um, White watermelons up right now. All right, George. Nice hit. All right. Let's put. Let's get a little creative here. Um, let's put a Stars and Stripes 2023 pack out there. Can we pull a Paul Skeens? I want to pull a Paul Skeens. All right. I'm just gonna take comments that have come in the last like so long. Top name, gonna get that pack. 23-3 USA Stars and Stripes. Potential is massive here. But there's 6. One more makes it 7. Jeff. All right, Jeff. Look at you. All right, Jeff. Having a night with the giveaways here. I want to get you something here. I want to get a Paul Skeens. All right. Let's see what's coming out of here, Jeff. 2023 USA Stars and Stripes. All right. You have a Mazon Zambatello. Colson Montgomery rookie. There we go. That's a nice pull, Colson Montgomery. Dane Perry. Paul Skeens, there it is. Paul Skeens. There's something shiny coming up, but there we go. Paul Skeens, rookie right there. There is a patch card. You've got a patch card of Alberto Montero, short print patch card. That's awesome. And a Paul Skeens rookie. All right, Jeff. Paul Skeens and Alberto Montero rookie. Short print. All right, Jeff. There we go. Paul Skeens rookie. All right, guys. You are welcome. All right, 3 jersey Raz. Everybody out there, just give me one player from the list. Everybody that guesses a player correctly that comes out of the box has to come actually out of the box. If it's a Raz, that wouldn't count for the giveaway. But if you guess correctly, you'll get a pack of cards. We'll put something out there. Or if it's less than 3, we'll put some boxes out there. If it's more than 3, we'll just put packs. 3 or more, we'll put packs. Box 3, it's the last one from this series. Inside of this box here, guaranteed to get one name you see on the left-hand side. So you can look at the left-hand side here, from Adrian Hutchinson all the way down to Woody Marks. Say we pull out of here a Larry Bird. David's going to be ecstatic because he wants Bird. But then say we pull out of here a Paul Goldschmidt. Goldschmidt isn't on our list. We would round it off. All 35 names would have an equal chance, including the Larry Bird. All right? All right, so we have David with Aiden Hutchinson. Jose's got Allen Iverson and Bijan Robinson and Bo Nix. Rick has Brett Hall. David's got Brian Urlacher. Rick has Charlie Sheen and Chevy Chase. Chuck has Kurt Schilling. Jose's got Dennis the Worm Rodman. We've got Rick with Fernando Tatis Jr. Rick's got Frank Thomas, the late night commercial, Big Hurt. Mike's got James Cook. Chuck's got Jeremy Roenick. Mike's got Jim Kelly. Rick has Joe Montana. Jeff H with Jonathan Taylor. Jeff S with Jordan Addison. David's got Bird. Chuck has LaShawn McCoy and Luis Gonzalez. Justin has Matthew Golden. Rick has the Mighty Ducks cast. Jose's got Nikola Jokic and Pete Rose. Gregory has Reggie Jackson. Jose's got Ricky 420. George has Ronald Acuna Jr. Troy's got Slam and Sammy. Jose's got the Sandlot cast. Ivan's got Sean Kemp. Rick's got the Sandlot cast and Tony Dorsett. Gregory's got Wade Boggs. And Jesse's got Woody Marks. All right, guys, no more guesses. We're going to get right in this. Last one from this series. Last one. All right, guys. Let's get our Whopper out there. Box 3 right there. It's sealed up. 3 jerseys in here. There's 1. There's 2. That's 3. All right, top jersey, not on our list. We have Grandmama Larry Johnson. Larry Johnson, Knicks jersey. So we're going to razz this off. Grandmama Larry Johnson, Knicks jersey. And that's going to be Beckett Authenticated. All right, our next one is soccer. This is apropos to this time of the year. How about a little Christian Press? Christian Press coming out of here. That is a soccer jersey, JSA Christian Press. All right, JSA Christian Press, soccer jersey. Our next one is a big, big hit. It is an active player. Active football player from the Atlanta Falcons. How about a little Bijan Robinson? Bijan Robinson. Beckett Authenticated on the Bijan Robinson, Atlanta Falcons. Great running back. That is going out to Jose. Jose, congratulations, Bijan Robinson. I'm going to mark that down here. Very nice hit. All right. Christian Press and Larry Johnson. Let's see. Christian Press or Larry Johnson. Top 10 names. Or top 2 names. We're going to put all 35 names in. I can't even think. All right. Let's go in the random.org. List randomizer. Top name gets the Larry Johnson on the 7th time. Second name gets the Christian Preston. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 6. One more makes it 7 times. All right. Mighty Ducks cast. Larry Johnson's going to Mighty Ducks cast. Aiden Hutchinson's going to get the Christian Press. All right. So Mighty Ducks cast. That is Rick. Rick, you're going to get the Larry Grandmama Johnson right there. Good see. Beckett. And then David, Aiden Hutchinson did come up, but you got a Christian Press. Christian Press right there. Team USA Soccer. Yes, she is. All right, so let me mark these down for David and Rick. All right. Congrats, my guys. All right, did we have any Bijan Robinson guesses? No Bijan guesses, but you know what? Let's put an illusions pack. I'm gonna put an illusions basketball pack out there. You're welcome. All right, this illusions basketball pack is going out to somebody. Let's find out who. Must be a name. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. George, all right, George, you're going to get the Illusions basketball pack. Hey, Mr. Holmes. Let's see what you're getting. Hey, George, this Illusions pack is 2020-2021. Right here. You are staring down a Norman Powell, Malik Monk, Draymond Green, a parallel Jaden McDaniels rookie. There's some guy named Nikola Jokic and Patrick Williams rookie. All right, nice Jokic and Williams. All right, George, those cards coming your way. All right, guys. Let's do mini helmet, then bat, and then we'll do the 4-thing goal to end the night. All right, so we'll do it in that order. All right, for the mini helmet, I'm going to have everybody give me 5 players, 1 line. It'll be the last time I do player guesses for the football side of things. 5 players, 1 line. Guess correctly. Everybody that guesses correctly get a $15 gift card, though. $15 if you guess correctly. If you guess 2 players, I'll give you $30. All right? $15 if everybody guesses correctly. We're going to use boxes 1. We have 1, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9 as a possibilities for the jersey. 1, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9. All right. This is for the jersey. That's 1. Top 2 numbers. 1 and 4 are placeholders. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. So 4 is going to stay out there, but 1's going to get replaced by 7. All right, so 7's coming on. Here's number 7. That is 4. Those will stay. 1, we're going to bid to do. All right, for our mini helmet, 1 is our placeholder. We also have 2, 3, and 6. 1, 2, 3, and 6 are possibilities from this series. So 1, 2, 3, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Box 6 for a mini helmet. Let me go grab that. Box 6. There's number 6. Number 1, not today. All right, let me hit the refresh. Yeah. Way refresh this. Let's see. Who had the Bears? Give me 1 second. David had the Bears. I don't know why that didn't show up. So let me hit refresh. All right, guys. Cody's got the Cardinals. Ty's got the Falcons. Paul's got the Ravens. Case with the Bills. Troy's got the Panthers. Dave with the Bears. Mike has the Bengals. Raymond with the Browns. Ty's got the Boys. George with the Broncos. Dave with the Lions. Kirk's got the Packers. Mike has the Texans. Jeff with the Colts. Ty's got the Jags. Paul with the Chiefs. Ivan's got the Raiders. David with the Chargers. Rick with the Rams. Kelsey's got the Dolphins. Sarah's playing Antal, but looking big with the Vikes. Raymond's looking to get another hit with the Pats. James, a.k.a. Mike, with the Saints. Jeff has the Giants. Case with the Jets. Daniel with the Fly Eagle Fly. Raymond's got the Steelers. Kirk's got the Niners. Ray's got the Seahawks. Jose with the Bucks. Dave with the Titans. And Zach sitting there with the Commander-in-Chief. All right, I'm calling number guesses. Good luck, everybody. Good luck. Good luck, good luck, good luck. All right, 4, 7, and 6. We'll go this way. Let's go 4, 7, 6. I'll get the Whopper out there. That's the secondary or the main seal with the RSA product. Look at that. We actually pulled one of these the other day for the giveaway, or for the grab bag. How about a Henry Winkler? Henry Winkler, Coach Klein. Coach Klein, Henry Winkler, the Water Boy. That'll get razzed off. Everybody in this whole entire break is going to have a chance at the Water Boy jersey. How about that? How about that? All right, guys. Box 7 right here. Gonna use that seal right there, all the way around. Give it a cut. We'll figure out Lark Boy here in a little bit. We have a Ricky Williams. Oh, a 420! A 420 Ricky Williams. How about this? Dolphins hit. It says Puff Puff. This is Ricky Williams, and this is Smoke Weed Every Day. All right, so we have a Ricky Williams. Kelsey, look at that. Ricky Williams 420 jersey for Kelsey. Not just a regular Ricky Williams. That is a Ricky Williams 420 jersey with the inscriptions and everything. Congratulations, Kelsey. Look at that. Any Ricky Williams guesses? Yep, I see some. Kelsey with the guess and the hit. How about that? Congrats, Kelsey. That's JSA authenticated. All right. We have box 6 right here. Box 6. Let's crack this up. Quack, quack. I see some Cowboys in here. Some Dallas Cowboy love. We have Hall of Famer, wide receiver, Drew Pearson. Drew Pearson for the boys. Ty, there you go. Ty, when you were breaking, he wasn't even a Hall of Famer when he first started breaking, doing breaks. Now he's in there. Drew Pearson right there. Congrats, Ty. Yeah, all those 88s, the lineage. This one goes back to the 80s. You are welcome. All right, Ty, that is the auto. Beckett on your authentication. Congrats, Ty. All right, Coach Klein, the Fonz. Who's going to get it? All 32 teams equal opportunity employer here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Case, oh, I didn't do this right, but Case, you got it. I should have put the teams. I apologize. That's not how I typically do this. I copy and paste it wrong. Either way, Case is getting this. Case, you're going to get the Henry Winkler. I'm not going to go back on this or anything. The Case, Henry Winkler is coming your way. Congratulations, Case. I think he only had one spot in this break anyway. Case. He had 2. He had the Jets and he had the Bills. We'll give it to the Jets. The Jets deserve a win. Henry Winkler. Sorry about that confusion, but it works out either way. But Case, you're going to get the Henry Winkler autograph Beckett authenticated jersey. Going out the Case. I grabbed the wrong side, Jeff. It was instead of the teams, I grabbed the player. It works out either way, but sorry for any confusion. I still have questions there. It's not my intention. All right, who got the giveaways here? Who guessed? Did anybody guess Winkler? No. I know Williams was guessed. All right. I see Jeff Sandhofer with a guess. And Kelsey with a guess. All right, Jeff and Kelsey, you're each going to get a $15 gift card. If I don't send it to you by tomorrow night, just message me and I'll make sure I get that to you, okay? Jeff and Kelsey. I'll try to do it after the break tonight, but just in case I forget. All right, guys. Well, congratulations, Kelsey. Pace, and Tyler. Did anybody guess Pearson? I didn't even think so. Oh yeah, George did. George, sorry about that. George guessed Drew Pearson. That's my bad, George. I got you as well. Same deal, George. If I don't message you a gift card, and check your spam or promotions inboxes, both all three of you guys. If you don't see it, I'll get you. Yep, George, I got you. That was my bad. No problem. You're welcome. All right, let me hit refresh on this. Let me make sure it'll load if I do. All right, for this, I don't want to do player guesses. Let's do one team. Everybody that guesses a team correctly will get a pack of cards out there. All right, we'll do a pack of cards. Everybody that guesses correctly get a pack of cards. All right, we got to figure out the baseballs and then just one team, baseballs and then the bat. Balls out there, we've got 1 and 2. We also have 5, 7, 9, and 10. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. 1 staying, but 7's going to replace 2. All right, so 1 stays, 7 box 2. All right, here is box 7, box 1. Box 2 is out of there. Box 1 is our placeholder for the bat. All right, we also have numbers 5 and 6. 1, 5, and 6 are our bat possibilities here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, box 6. Box number 6. Let me grab that. Box 6. There we go. Box 6 is right there. What is going on the table? This is box 1. All right, last call to guesses. Jeff Hawks has the Diamondbacks, George with the Braves, Casey with the Orioles, Brandon with the Red Sox, Dave with the Cubs, Greg has the White Sox, Jose with the Reds, Jeff with the Guards, David with the Rockies and the Tigers, Casey's the Astros, Jose with the Royals, Casey's the Angels in the outfield, Ivan with the Dodgers, Paul's got the Marlins, Greg has the Brewers, David with the Twins, Chuck has the Mets, Case with the Yanks, Jose with the A's, Chuck Wagon with the Phillies, Thomas Sweeney with the Pirates and the Friars, Zach Attack with the Giants, Ivan's got the Mariners, Rick's got the Cards, David with the Rays, Jose with the Rangers, David's got the Jays and the Nats. All right, guys, no more guesses. Let's go. Ski-Rack. Timber, box 1, box 1. Looking fun. Look, Timber. All right, guys. Hey, good luck. Secondary seal right there. Doing its thing. Oh, love it. Just passed away this year, within the last year. Rawlings tries to authenticate Major League Baseball before his induction into the 2026 Hall of Fame. Pirates Hall of Famer Dave Parker. Dave Parker going out to Thomas. Congratulations, Thomas. Dave Parker. There you go. Congratulations, Mr. Sweeney. Dave Parker. Pirates on the hit. Interesting placement of the auto. We've pulled Dave Parker. I don't remember seeing it on that location before. No cocaine on that baseball either. All right, guys. Box 7. There we go. secondary seal is going to be right there. See that shine? Right. Oh, there we go. We're going to cut into that. We have seen this name tonight. We saw this name the other night. This is Zack Attacks. Zack, you're gonna be like, well, I got one, but I'll take it. This is actually a slightly better looking auto than the other one. TriStar authenticated Major League Baseball from the San Francisco Giants. Orlando Cepeda. Orlando Cepeda on the hit there. It might be a little bit older auto because that's a better looking signature than the one we pulled last break. All right, Orlando Cepeda. Congrats, Zack Attack. All right, guys. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. All right, this is bat number 6. So that's the knob. This is the barrel. We're going to open up the knob side, but I want to show barrel. Here we go. Here's the knob. All right. That's a cut there. Let's see. There's our signature. I think that's Andrew Jones, guys. I think that's Andrew Jones. So we're gonna find out. Louisville Slugger. Oh, I know my signatures. There we go. One of the greatest center fielders defensively of all time. Also a Hall of Famer as well. Andrew Jones. Andrew Jones, Atlanta Braves, great center fielder right there. That is going out to George as well. Congrats, George. Nice Andrew Jones hit. All right, Andrew with a W, or with a U, Andrew Jones. You're welcome, George. What a fun player to watch play defensively. And he was a good hitter. He was a good hitter at 19 years old even, but defensively, he was a treat. All right, Shirley has the Braves. So the teams we have here, Braves, Pirates, and Giants. Oh my. Ivan has the Pirates. Or the Braves. All right, Ivan and Charlene are the only two names I see correctly guessing. All right, let's just do. One person's going to get a Topps Heritage 2022 pack. Someone's going to get a Hobby Pack Golden Age. All right, I'm just going to put both names in random.org. Top name gets the Hobby Pack. Second name gets the Topps Heritage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. All right, Shirley, you're going to get the Hobby Golden Age pack, and Ivan, you're going to get the Topps Heritage pack from 2022. All right, Shirley, Ivan. All right, Ivan, here is your Topps Heritage 2022 pack. All right, Austin Meadows, James Kaplan, Trent Grisham, Alfonso Rivas, Austin Hayes, Colton Welker, Tommy Edman, Hernandez hit decides it all. Now he's with the Enrique with the Dodgers, and Abraham Toro. Abraham Toro. Toro had a lot of power. Every time he got a chance in the majors, he would strike out too much, but his power was there. I don't know if he's playing international or if he's in the minors this year. But Ivan, this card's coming your way. Charlene, here's your hobby pack. Golden Age. Let's see. We're doing auto. We are doing auto, Charlene. All right. There's Willie Horton. Eddie Plank. Your mini is an airplane. It's hard to read. Oscar Gamble. Jerry West. And Captain Edward Smith. That was the guy from the Titanic, right? Think so. Doesn't hard to read it, but I think he's the guy from the Titanic. He looks like the guy from the Titanic. All right, Charlene and Ivan. A little something. All right, guys. Last break of our evening. Hopefully you've had some fun here. All right. Manta. That's what I thought, Thomas. All right. We got to figure this out. Everybody's going to give me one team. One team. All right. We're going to put all the names that guess correctly into a box of mystery. Everybody guesses correctly. There's going to be 4 teams that come out of the box here. We have to figure out if it's going to be the 152 that's on the table. I'll just grab the other one. I only have 2 from this whole series. I only was able to get my hand on 2. 52 and 61 are the only 2 we have. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times 61. All right, 61. That's this guy. Not going to use 52. 4 items in this box. All right, guys. We got Greg with the Cardinals, Rick with the Falcons, Jeff has the Ravens, Mike has the Bills, Greg has the Panthers, Tony's with the Bears, Jeff has the Bengals and the Browns, Case has the Broncos, Jeff with the Broncos, Case with the Cowboys, Jeff with the Broncos, Dave with the Lions, Justin with the Panthers, Samantha with the Texans, Jeff has the Colts, William with the Jags, Brandon L with the Chiefs, Brandon S with the Raiders. David's got the Chargers, Rick has the Rams, David with the Dolphins, Thomas with the Vikes, George has the Pats, David with the Saints, Jeff has the Giants, David with the Jets, Chuck has the Fly Eagle Fly, Charlene with the Steelers, Daniel with the Niners, Ivan with the Seahawks, George with the Bucks, David with the Titans, and Case sitting on a commode. All right, guys, I'm calling it. No more guesses. We're going to get right into it. Box 61. All right. Let's go. Knuckles. Come on, Knuckles. Box 61 right there. Sealed up. Big boy. Right here. 4th and goal. 4 items in here. All right, sealed there. Going across. Bottom, back. All the good stuff. Give me about 10 minutes when the break ends. I'll have the stuff ready for that new break when we come back on the 20th, which is a Monday. I'll have some stuff on the site here shortly. All right. Here is the card. There's a layer of authenticity understanding. This is going to be the card. This is going to be probably Go Helmets will be in there. We're going to start. Oh my God. We have a headliner for the jersey, guys. The jersey is a headliner. Holy cow. You got the Denver Broncos. You just got your hands on John freaking Elway. John Elway right there for the Broncos. Jeff, look at you, Jeff. If you stayed up, you're going to be the happiest camper there is because that is an authentic jersey, Jeff. That's not just a custom. This is an authentic Mitchell and Ness. Authentic Denver Bronco. John Elway right there. That is awesome right there. Whew. What a hit, Jeff. What a hit. That's an authentic John Elway Mitchell and Ness jersey right there. Already an amazing start to this break. We still have 3 other items to go, and we just pulled a John Elway authentic jersey. All right, let me mark that up like that. All right. Jeff, you've been on fire here in the break room. You need sleep. All right, let's do the card next. So the card's going to be in here. I cut into that, see what we got. All right, we are looking at a great pull right here. How about an on-card Origins Terry McLaurin? Terry McLaurin coming out of here. On-card Origins Terry McLaurin rookie. That's a Terry McLaurin on-card rookie for the Nats. Or the Commanders, sorry. Commanders. Case, what a pull. Terry McLaurin on-card Origins rookie. It's a great, great card. All right, Case, nice pull. All right, it's helmet time. The helmet, you're going to see the full-size helmet first. I'm going to see it with you. The mini helmet is hidden inside or underneath the full size. So we'll find out together the full size, and then we'll see the mini. All right, our full size is a Colt hit. It is a Colts hit. We have a Colts hit here, guys. Indianapolis Colts. Jeff, you are having a week. Holy cow, Jeff. Does the box say who this is? Well, I think it's going to be Reggie Wayne, though. Number 87. I'm going to assume it's Reggie Wayne, but we'll find out together. All right, let's see. This is a PSA authentication. All right, this is 2C26156. It is a Reggie Wayne. There we go, Reggie Wayne. What a box. This is an amazing box, guys. All right, Reggie Wayne on the full-size helmet. All right, Jeff, what a week. All right, that is PSA authenticated right down there. You can see it. All right, here we go. Mini helmet time. We have a Chicago Bear Hall of Famer, Mike Singletary on a slate helmet. Mike Singletary on a slate helmet for the Bears. Tony Beckett authenticated. What a box. What a box. That's an amazing box right there, guys. All right. Tony, congrats. Mike Singletary. All right. Bears, Broncos, Colts, Commanders. All right. Jeff Hawks with the Commanders guess. Troy with the Bears guess. Those are the only 2 correct guesses. All right. I'm going to put 2 boxes out there. Just put 2 boxes. There'll be no enemies. You guys will just be happy people. All right. Just stick around. Don't go anywhere, anybody, because we got good stuff here for these guys. All right. Troy and Jeff. All right, Troy and Jeff. Good stuff here. Go ahead, each one of you, pick a box. We have a toolbox, and we have a police car. Each one of you can pick one. Troy and Jeff, whoever's happier with whatever, we'll open it up. What up, Greg? Thank you for breaking with me, Greg. Hope you had some fun. Police for Troy, toolbox for Jeff. All right. Toolbox for Jeff. You have a mega pack, 50-50 chance at an auto here, Jeff. 50-50. All right, so let's see what Jeff has. 50-50 chance at an auto. The way his night's gone, it'll probably be an auto. All right, Dallas Turner, Dandon Doris, Jaden Davis. There's a J.J. McCarthy rookie. Malik Neighbors rookie. Kyron Lacey. Tyrone Tracy Jr. rookie. Spencer Rattler. Malik Neighbors. Two Malik Neighbors in the same pack. Traditional and parallel. There is an auto, of course, to his brother, Michael Pratt. And your auto is Shane Hooks. Shane Hooks is your auto. All right, Jeff. What a night. Congrats. Pallet after pallet, it seems. If not pallets, nice after nice. All right, Jeff, congrats. Troy, here we go. You got a guaranteed auto hobby pack. All right, guaranteed to get an auto in your hobby pack, Troy. Now, Troy, you have Kyron Williams, rookie. There we go. That's a nice one. Traylon Burks, Malik Willis. Two good rookies right there. Chris Autumn Bell. There's a short print rookie, Jeffrey Gunter. Cole Turner, your auto is a Kyron Williams auto out of 100. That's awesome. What a pull. What a pull. That is a great way to end it. How about that? Kyron Williams on auto right there out of 100. This is number 14 of 100 on your auto. All right, Troy. Great way to end it. All right, guys. Well, have a great weekend. Have a great week next week, and I will catch you guys when I get back on the Monday, the 20th. You guys take care. I appreciate you guys, your hard-earned time, your hard-earned money, your time, and just having some fun talking and shooting the shit and talking sports. Take care, George. Take care, Troy, Jeff, David, Jeff, Greg. You guys take care. I appreciate it, guys. Have a great night. You too, Greg. You be safe as well. Thank you, though. I appreciate you.